Hey, I'm Marcus.
And I'm Nick.
We are working class nerds.
Cue the intro. That's right, we are Working Class Nerds, the podcast that gives you no information about your favorite information.
Today is Thursday, December 9th, 2021, and you can find this 132 podcast on Apple Podcasts, Buzzsprout, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, and anywhere you can find a podcast in the galaxy. You can watch me play video games Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, and this Saturday, December 11th, will be a 7 a.m. stream at twitch.tv/MarcusB814.
You can watch me play video games every single Monday night at twitch.tv/NickVern51.
And you can find the both of us on all of the socials. I am at MarcusB814.
And I am at Nick Vern, that's NickVern. And this week's episode, we're talking about all of the first-person shooters, but mostly Call of Duty, with Dan Bly. So Bly is a giant hockey fan, former streamer on Twitch, avid first-person shooter fan, and he plays for Chris Ward Electric Power. That's the Division 2 national squad. So nerds community, without further ado, I'd like to welcome the king of the sip chat to the show. So welcome, Dan, and what have you been up to?
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. What's going on?
Things are good. It's a lovely Thursday evening.
It is
Lovely
Thursday
evening.
It's 9:00 at night, and it's podcast night.
Hey, by the way, Nick, you only
Yes.
stream on Monday nights? Sorry, before we get into it.
Yes.
Yeah. What's
That's
up
the
with
current-
that? Mondays
that's-
only?
That's the current schedule. Well, I'm dipping my toe. You know what I mean?
It's fucking weak, man. Come on.
See, okay, so all right, so I stream 3 days a week and podcast one night a week.
Right.
Mhm.
It takes a
We love
lot.
that.
So I have the perfect home life right now. My kids are little, so I'm fucking home. But
Mhm.
like Nick is never home.
Right.
If he's home, it's because his girlfriend's got him like wrapped up and like.
Well, there you go, right
Yeah,
there.
exactly. So like I get the 1 day a week, and like for me, it's a lot sometimes streaming 3 nights a week. Like, how many times has Nick said to me, "Hey Marcus, let's go out for a beer"? Sorry. I get asked out all the time on Saturday nights to meet some like adults for drinks, and I'm like, sorry, I can't. Why?
Yeah.
What are you doing? I got prior commitments. Because you can't tell.
We
a
can't tell
fucking-
I'm streaming tonight.
Well, one of my
Yeah.
daughter's parents took a liking to me. Well,
Daughter's
wait.
friends' parents?
Daughter's friends'
Oh,
parents.
hey now.
Yeah,
Hey,
like
how
I
are ya?
coach soccer, and took a liking to me. But he's a fucking surgeon. Like
Oh.
he doesn't get
Wait.
this.
Do you,
We'll talk about that later.
I probably know him.
No, you probably don't. But anyway,
Okay.
I'll
Well.
explain later. But anyway, what I'm saying is, he's like, oh, let's go out for a drink Saturday night. That's my favorite stream night of the week. Sorry, broski.
Yep,
Can you do Monday?
I can skip Nick's stream. Fuck him.
Yeah, exactly. But what I mean is, streaming, it's a big commitment. It's definitely a big commitment. And if you're going to do it, like, even if it's 1 day a week, own that day. Like, rain or
Yeah.
shine, fucking, if you got a headache and you're just like, I don't really want to do it, you still fucking click the go live button, because you're going to feel better once you do it.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think one of my like biggest things while I was streaming was, every night it was like, I can't do anything else. I got to stream, and it became super stressful. I just wanted to kind of chill and hang out, or like go out with friends, or go, I had hockey practice, whatever, any of those things,
Right. Yeah. So like that's for me. Do I want to stream more than 1 night a week? Obviously, yes. Do I? And like I know that streaming 1 night a week, you don't really grow your channel. So, but 1 night a week, I can commit to 100%. And like, there's no
Sure.
excuse except for this week when my computer's destroyed. And I think I'm going to try and stream this Monday with my laptop and see how that goes.
It's going to go terrible. Don't do
It's
it.
going to be
Okay.
awful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
going to go
It's gonna
awful.
be awful. Can
And
we get
then
an
when you-
IRL stream?
Well, and then
I could
you
do that.
you like cook some food or something, but like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
other side of that, yeah, because even if you just stream for an hour, who fucking cares?
Yeah.
The other thing is, once you go into Streamlabs on your laptop and you change some of the settings, it's gonna fuck up your main computer settings because it saves over the cloud.
Oh, right.
You're gonna be so. I did that once, and
Unless
I
I
will
just
never.
make an entirely new scene. Like
Don't do it.
No.
No.
Okay.
Just do an IRL stream for an hour and cook some food and just like chat with the stream.
Yeah, just slap I could steal the Yeti or something like that too for the mic.
Well,
No, I have it.
You
I have
could
it.
use your fucking like headphones, like your earbuds.
Oh, that's true.
Honestly, though, like some of the best streams, like for me while I was streaming, was when I wasn't playing the game.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like when I was just hanging out and chatting with people, it was like the best part of it.
Right. The chat makes the stream every time, no matter
100%.
Excuse me, playing a game or not, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you're playing the game, you're distracted from the chat, right? I mean, you got to find a balance from that, I guess.
Right.
But
that is the hardest part.
That's why we don't do live recordings of episodes. Is the chat. Because like when you go back and listen to just the audio, we're just engaging in the chat the whole time, and it's stupid because you don't know what the chat's saying.
Right. Yeah.
Anyways, so what games have you been playing?
So, I mean, no shocker. I'm a big Halo guy.
Yes.
And obviously Halo Infinite just coming out. That surprise multiplayer launch.
That was
it's
awesome.
been good, man. It's been awesome. I've been waiting for a good Halo game for years and years and years.
Yeah.
I have. So I played the multiplayer.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I played Halo that it played really well, but I think it literally took me 2 hours to really get used to that style of first-person shooter because the game has evolved so much. Like first-person shooters have evolved so much versus that old style of first-person shooter of Halo.
Yeah.
Because they play very different.
Yeah, but you're not playing it the same as of Call of Duty, you know what I mean? Where you're slide canceling and running and, it's definitely
even just
different.
aiming down the sights.
Yeah, your ADS, even grenade throwing, like everything about it is just, it is kind of cool. It's kind of a throwback. And once you
Lots
like
of
remember
nostalgia.
how to play Halo, you're like, oh shit, like, yeah, this was dope. I remember this.
Yeah.
I did not quite get to play Halo Infinite. I went to not this past Monday because I missed my stream, but the Monday before is when my PC blew up during the stream, and then I got it back a little bit to finish playing Horizon Zero Dawn, and then I clicked out of that and went to open Halo Infinite, and it never worked since.
So how did you blow up your PC?
My power supply is just done.
Well, okay,
I think it's either my power supply
I feel
or
like
my
Mark is going to
motherboard.
give me the truth here.
Yeah,
no. So it is. It's fucked up. So when he last turned it off, he was not getting any USBs to work or anything.
Yeah,
I got
my keyboard, mouse, or monitors. None of them were getting any input.
I opened it up, put it in safe mode. It booted up. I shut it off, got out of safe mode, rebooted it. It worked.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It worked.
Yep.
But it was like all you could hear is
Like the fans going up and down?
Yeah, everything was like powering up and then powering down. And all I had was 2 Chrome tabs open.
Yeah.
So to truly test this, to find out if it was the motherboard or not, I opened up 9 tabs in Google Chrome of Amaranth in a hot tub. And
Twitch stream.
Nice.
And so that every time for like the next year that Nick signs into Twitch,
It'll be
it's
Amaranth first.
Yeah, it's going to be recommended channels Amaranth.
Oh,
and
we
then
love that.
and then it's going to say at the bottom, do you want to continue watching Amaranth's stream that you watched for 3 hours? You know what I mean? So
Great.
and
Nick's
then
over there cleaning his browsing history.
right. So then, so by the time I got to like the point where I tried to search for a big giant dick to put as the wallpaper, the computer was freaking out, so I couldn't do it. I kind of failed at that.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of disappointed at that because I want him to turn it
down.
Yeah,
Shut
like
it down
as
before
soon
it
as
explodes.
exactly. But I'm not sure. So it's still, I personally think. Well, it's definitely either the power supply or the motherboard. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
If it's the motherboard, I'm just concerned that the CPU might be fried.
Yeah.
Through the whole process. So we won't know until the power supply's in on Friday. I'll pop it in, and if it boots up right away and everything's fine, then we should be fine.
Yeah.
Well,
So I ordered a new motherboard because I thought that's what the problem was originally, like Tuesday night, and that came in. Then I ordered later once I got Marcus a computer to look at. He's like, I think it's your power supply. So I ordered a power supply, but I screwed up the payment when I entered it wrong, and it took a couple days to sort that out. So now power supply is coming in, I think tomorrow. But
yeah, the technology when you order something online, if like you type in the zip code wrong,
it just says like payment declined.
Yeah,
It's
well,
like
no,
you, just let
yeah.
you correct the thing
Yeah,
you put in
yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
well, right, like if it's a good website, it'll do it right away. But like some websites, it'll say order processed. And then like 3 hours later at 1 o'clock in the morning, you'll get an email. Order declined.
Right.
Please fix it. And then you see that at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning. You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
I got to start over again.
I'm at work and my wallet's in my car.
Right.
And then I forget. And then it's the next day.
That's right.
Yeah.
Where are you ordering pots from?
Newegg.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I have a Newegg credit card, which is nice.
Dang, bro.
Yes, I got
Flex
that.
on us like that. Come on now.
Well, I have 2 credit cards. I have a Capital One and a Newegg. But
Good.
no, the Newegg is dope for computer stuff because it's anything over $200. Any single order over $200 is 0% interest for 6 months, and anything over essentially $500 is 0% interest for 12 months. So that's how I did that I applied for the credit card when I first got this laptop because it was like $1,300 or something, and I just paid it off in like 4 months, and boom, done deal. Then same thing with my my pre-built desktop. That was like $2,500 almost. Well, like $2,300, and then I bought a monitor too. But still, yeah, I'm finishing paying it off next month. So
that'll all be paid off next month.
Yeah. Well, the laptop was done in 4 months. The computer I paid off like 80% of, and then I moved out of my parents' house, so I became poor. So the payments for that are a lot smaller. but yeah,
you guys better get the email Newegg right now for a sponsorship after that ad read you just did.
That's a good point. No kidding. But yeah, so a lot of Halo Infinite.
So yeah, back to that. Circling back, yeah, I've been enjoying a lot of Halo. The campaign I started last night, I couldn't stop playing.
Jacob was saying it's awesome. The campaign,
it's pretty dope, man. It's definitely different from older Halos, but still have that same Halo vibe to it as the classic ones.
Is it pretty sandboxy or like open world with side quests?
I mean,
and stuff?
you could like there's a ton of side quests, but like some of the coolest things is just like, hey, I want to climb this mountain. And like, let's see how high I can go up this mountain randomly. Like at the top, there was a grunt just standing out there in the middle of nowhere. Like, why is he up there? Like nobody should ever be up there. Like, you know what I mean? Like shit like that is funny. But yeah, so Halo and I still ripping Valorant a lot.
That's awesome.
Obviously the Valorant Masters, or is it Champions tournament going on right now, and it's been fucking crazy. It's the biggest Valorant tournament of the year.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I never played Valorant. From what I understand, they compare it to CS:GO.
Yeah,
CS:GO, but with like characters that are specialists and have abilities like Overwatch, kind of.
Yeah, it's a very much Counter-Strike. Everything about it is Counter-Strike with the, Overwatch mixed in to it, with the hero-based Counter-Strike is the perfect way to describe it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So Nick, what have you been up to this week?
Well, my PC's still broken. I didn't get the power supply in yet, which I just talked about. Bly, have you been watching any Hawkeye? I don't know if you're into Marvel stuff.
I haven't, man. Is it any good or what?
Hawkeye is good. Have you watched any of the Marvel shows yet?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think I've seen everything except for Black Widow and Hawkeye.
Okay. Black Widow ties into Hawkeye. That's not a great watch, I will say. The whole movie
Black Widow?
It's like okay. It would have been it would have been good if it came out like in 2009.
Yeah, when Avengers 1 came out and everybody was getting their like origin stories.
It should have been like
it should have been the Black Widow origin story, and it would have been legit as fuck.
Right.
Sure. But like 12 years old,
Natasha Romanoff, I don't care about.
Hot ass
but, I mean, she's so hot, man. Come on.
Yeah, but like, but what I'm saying is, but like 12 years later, it would be like me acting like doing a movie and I'm 21.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, her story just doesn't interest me at all. I think that's probably why I haven't watched it.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, it does tie the post-credit scene in that movie ties directly into Hawkeye, specifically directly into the episode 4, which I just watched. And I won't spoil it because Marcus has not watched it yet, and he's into it. But yeah, of all I would say it's hard to rank the shows, right? Like WandaVision, I would say WandaVision and Loki are like 1A and 1B. WandaVision was wicked cool because it was the format is so crazy and like not done before.
I had
For
no
me-
idea what was happening until episode 5 in WandaVision, I think. I just
Really?
was watching away, happy as could be. I had no idea what was happening.
Yeah, I episode 1 and 2, I had no idea. Episode 3, I don't remember the specifics, but I started to be like, oh, there's something else happening here.
Yeah,
You know what
once
I mean?
it clicked in my head, everything made sense.
Yes, it's like, oh, okay, but
Yeah.
WandaVision was my favorite movie of all time. Like, I mean,
you mean?
show.
Yeah.
Like, just the way they did
Really?
it, the way it broke down. Like, if you watch it again and, like, just watch the quality of that show and how everything is tied together.
Yeah.
And by the end, it all ties together. There's no show that I've ever watched that's better than that. Well, maybe Lost. Way back. But, like, nothing really, like, captivated me. Even, like, the first episode of Loki, like, I was still, like, I played with my phone a couple times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's how I judge a show. If I don't touch my phone during a show, it's a good show.
I think I like Loki better just because I don't know. I think I enjoy his character better than I.
No,
than
me
I
too.
do.
That's
know?
that's the point I was gonna make is like I liked what happens in Loki. I think that's a cooler story
Yeah.
overall, but I think the format for WandaVision is so awesome that it bumps it up a bunch. So like and especially I like Loki because it has such giant implications for the rest of the MCU stuff.
Mhm.
So
I feel like the Loki. So I think WandaVision was the kickoff to the new phase of the MCU, but that show isn't going to tie into the MCU for another couple of years. I feel like Wanda's
it might tie in with the Multiverse of Madness.
Well, a couple of years later, right?
No, that's in the spring.
WandaVision came out a couple of years ago.
right?
No, it came out in 2021.
Yeah, WandaVision came out this year. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
2020, I thought.
No, 2021. It was supposed to come out 2020. Hold on, please hold.
That's
I
a
thought it
Disney
was this
Plus,
winter.
right?
No, that was last year, man.
It
Well,
could've been
anyways.
last year, man.
Well,
Either
what I'm
way,
saying is like still a year later.
No, January 15th, 2021.
Oh, so it was
just
that's
we're right there.
Yeah, that's
1 year.
basically that was basically
2020.
2020.
But still, so like
Okay, so a
Multiverse
year.
of Madness comes out in like May, so that's
I thought it was
So,
2023.
what about Shang-Chi? I haven't watched any of that either. Is that
that's standalone.
it's not MCU at all?
Oh no, it's in MCU. Sorry, I should clarify. What
Yeah.
is the release date?
Anyway,
But that's like an intro of a new character. But that movie's dope. That's really May 6th for Multiverse of Madness.
yeah, like that reminds me of like the old school action, like karate action movies.
Yeah.
Like it's constant like dope ass fighting. What was that?
Oh, we like that.
What was that name of that movie? With all the Shaolin monks. Oh, god damn it.
Oh,
Ip
is
Man.
it like Ip Man? No,
Ip Man.
No.
That also
was,
had
that shit
Shaolin
was
monks.
dope. Yeah,
That
that
was a
movie
good
was
ass movie.
awesome, bro.
but like
Well, no, Shang-Chi's while you're thinking, Marcus, Shang-Chi's cool because it's an origin story, but you pick up with him already badass. Like it's like I don't like origin
I
stories
like
when
that
you
too,
like
yeah.
when it's like, oh, you have to watch the kid like get bullied and figure it out and go through and then get the
Yeah.
powers and then whatever.
Like
No,
we've
come
seen it
in
once, we've seen it 1,000 times.
right? Yeah, this
Yeah.
how many times do we need to see Spider-Man bit by a radioactive spider?
exactly?
Oh my God.
Unless
Speaking
it's Miles
of Spider-Man,
Morales.
though, I'm telling you, this next Spider-Man movie is going to be fucking legit.
Oh, we've been all
Like,
over it.
Box office like records. I'm telling you, it's going to be the highest grossing Marvel movie.
Listen, we were talking about it somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know where. And somebody said, I'm not going to see it in theater opening day. I'm going to wait a couple weeks because I don't want to catch COVID. And I'm like, bring fucking COVID on. I'm going there the day before
Yeah,
opening
what?
fucking
Yeah.
night.
No,
That-
yeah, we have tickets for Thursday night
Yeah,
Marcus and I
that
do.
when is that coming out?
Next week.
next Friday.
That's fucking next Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going next Thursday, a week
No
from today,
fucking
actually.
way.
Yep.
At
Shit.
6:45 at night.
Dan, if you want to see it opening weekend, you should buy tickets now because they're probably sold out. You might be able to
Oh,
find
they're
some for
guaranteed.
Sunday.
Yeah, we
they're sold
couldn't get an 8:00 show.
Yeah.
The earliest show we could get was the latest show we could get was 6:45.
Well,
Yep.
yeah, you better show up 12 hours early because
No, it's
get a good
assigned
seat,
seats.
you know what I mean?
This is-
So
Oh,
that's
okay,
what's
okay,
awesome
okay.
about COVID. That's what's awesome about COVID times
Yeah.
is it's all reserved seats now.
Yeah.
So like you go in and they got the little dots like you are at Ticketmaster
Yeah,
buying
yeah,
like
yeah.
hockey tickets or Bruins tickets or Celtics tickets, right? You pick the dots of the seats you want, and you know that it's going to be packed.
Yeah. So
you're not an empty seat.
no, zero.
No,
Yeah.
it will not be an empty seat.
No, I mean, and
Yeah, I can't wait.
what do we think? Are all of them going to be in it? All the Spider-Mans? Tobey Maguire, is he in it?
Yes.
Garfield, is
So
he in it?
let me give you
You saw that trailer, right? Where the dude
Brazilian one.
gets punched, and you don't see him. They cut him out.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the
yes.
Brazilian one, right? They left it
Yes.
in a little too far. They clipped
Yes.
it a little too far.
Exactly.
Bro, somebody punched his ass.
Exactly.
I'm not going to talk about the new Rockstar's breakdowns of the trailers because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. I think they basically said that this is the end game of the Spider-Man trilogy.
Yeah.
Right. This is the end game. This is good. It's 2 hours and 40 fucking minutes.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I think since the title is No Way Home, I think, well, for a couple reasons. I think Tom Holland Spider-Man is going to be not in the main MCU universe.
Which I
anymore.
hate, by the way.
But that's not
Me too.
true.
Me too.
They-
Well, he's in the MCU.
No.
But not in the same way
Yes,
as
he
before.
is. Yes, Sony and Marvel just signed the deal for another trilogy.
Well, yes, but it's going to be.
But it's not him.
It's not going to be in the MCU. It's going to be in the Spider-Man universe.
No, read again.
They'll have tie-ins and stuff, but
no, read it again.
I don't. That's not how I
They-
read it.
Oh, I read it as he's coming back to the MCU. They partnered up because they realized how much fucking money they're making.
Yeah.
Like
Buckets
Tom
of
Holland
money.
is the best Spider-Man.
No.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with
I
that.
agree. Yeah, I think it's going to be. The way I read that was it's going to be Tom Holland. Essentially, in this movie, he's going to get transported to this combined, unique Spider-Man universe, right? So you're getting. Obviously, we know we have the villains, and it's like a 95% chance we're going to get Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man too. So they're all going to be together fighting, and through some circumstance, Tom Holland's going to get stuck in that alternate version of reality, and then we're going to go from there. Granted, that could get sort of retconned in Multiverse of Madness. I don't know what happens there, but that's kind of how I foresee it going.
Is
Simply.
is the movie a disappointment if both of them aren't in it? Like if it's just
Tom Holland.
Andrew Garfield, like, and Tom Holland, no Tobey Maguire, like, you know what I mean?
Oh, I see.
Is it a disappointment if all three Spider-Men are not in the movie?
Well, yes. If only one is, it's like I'd say it's like 30% disappointment if it's only one. If neither of them are, it's a lot of disappointment. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think like if it's just Tom Holland, like whatever, I think that's kind of fine with me. I think it's dumb that they don't have all of them in there. Like if they just have Andrew Garfield in.
Yeah, especially because they have all the villains, right? Like, what's the point of doing?
Movies, yeah.
They have every villain except for Venom, but that's fine. He's doing his own thing, and they kind of tied it in at the end of that movie anyway.
Yeah,
I don't know if you know that, like the end credit scene for Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
I haven't seen that.
So, if I may, at the fast forward 2 minutes, if you don't want spoilers for that movie, the movie is not good, by the way. But the end credit scene,
I have heard that too. Yeah,
the end credit scene ties right into this Spider-Man movie. So basically, after the events of the movie, you see Eddie Brock and Venom doing the over-the-shoulder thing, just sitting in a random hotel room, watching TV and just chatting about stuff. And Venom's saying something to the effect of, "Hey, just so you know, like, I'm way smarter than you think I am. I have all the knowledge of all the symbiotes across the whole universe, and we've been alive for hundreds of thousands of years. And I have all kinds of crazy knowledge." And he's like, "Bullshit, you're an idiot. I have to tell you what to do all the time." He's like, "No, let me give you like a little taste." And right as he's about to do that, you get a bright orange flash through the whole room, similar to the Doctor Strange spell that you see in the trailers for No Way Home. And then the whole hotel room changes to like a tropical Hawaiian hotel room, and the outside of the room changes as well. And then the TV changes also. So, and their clothes change. So they're like, "What the hell?" And Venom goes, "That wasn't me. I didn't even do the thing yet." So then the TV pops on. It's J. Jonah Jameson going, Peter Parker is Spider-Man, right at like the end of
no shit.
What's it called? Not Homecoming, Far From Home.
So were they trying to pull him into the MCU? I know they've been trying to for years, but
I think
Venom
they're
is
trying
Fox, right?
Right. Oh no, Venom's Sony.
Sony, yeah.
Yeah, but basically that's my point is I saw an announcement that Sony's trying to make their own Spider-Man extended universe type of deal.
Yeah.
So
I did
they're
see
like
that too.
So I think that's what this movie's doing, is making this Spider-Man extended universe. Now my thought was, yes, Tom Holland still is this is all canon for the MCU as a whole when there's like multiple MCU universes, but I don't think he's going to be in that same main like universe with all the other sort of Avengers with, you know what I mean?
Like he still exists.
Yes.
Right?
He still exists.
His universe maybe, or
right. It's like an alternate version of the main quote unquote MCU is
it's
how I took it.
It's going to get confusing, I think, pretty fast.
Oh,
I don't
for
know
sure.
about you guys.
Yes.
Anytime any sort of time travel in multi-universes gets
Happens.
involved,
Yeah.
it confuses the shit out of me real fast.
Me too.
I just think it's going to be a big mistake if Sony doesn't let Spider-Man be in the MCU.
Yeah.
Because right now he's probably the most popular character in the MCU.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, agreed.
And in this new movie, I think Happy dies. I think Happy's going to be the one that dies.
I know.
Don't tell me that. I just want him to get laid.
Well, somebody's
He's been
die.
getting laid.
Yeah,
Come on.
MJ's not.
Some.
He's been getting. Yeah, Aunt May and him have been fucking for the whole trilogy. Because they already knew each other in the first one, I think, right?
Yeah, but I like that they made her. I like that they made her real hot in this one.
Oh yeah, she's
Instead
way
of this
younger.
old, like crippled old lady. Like
she starts like
fucking
Tom
babe.
Holland's 18 and she's like 38.
yeah.
It's like, how did that happen?
But so people are saying like Happy might die in this one, or everybody's got crazy shit they
There's
keep talking
stakes,
about.
right? Like obviously you see MJ falling. My hopes for that scene is I hope it's Andrew Garfield like catching her.
That's what someone on one of those new Rockstar videos or whatever. That's what they were saying too.
Yeah. Well, like, see, it shows that like Tom Holland Spider-Man has a bunch of different costumes, and one that he's wearing has funky gloves. It's like you see the one that he's wearing.
Yeah.
But, like they could easily just change that to the Andrew Garfield suit's glove.
Because there's
You know
like
what I
a
mean?
weird cut in the trailer.
Yeah, it's funky.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weird cuts.
Okay, so talking about all these trailer breakdowns,
Yeah.
don't you wish you never watched the fucking trailer?
Yeah,
and you just went and got and saw it blind.
Well, I don't mind the trailer, but
They show too
going
much.
back and I watched like all these people talking about it because I'm I have 18 YouTube tabs open and I gotta watch them all.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
I'm
But the
the same
trailer,
way.
I mean, I don't know. They happen so fast and they're so quick that you miss a lot of stuff. At least
Yeah.
I do.
I do too.
Really dope.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Right.
I wish I didn't watch the trailers because going in blind, it would just be amazing.
Yeah, I think you have a point for the movies. I really do like the especially new Rockstars breakdowns for like shows after the episodes.
Yeah,
because it's like
yep.
It's a little more calculated. Like in the movie, they shoot the movie to shoot the movie. They don't really think about shooting a trailer. You know what I mean? So then
Right.
they have to like mishmash a trailer together after the fact. So like that's less calculated, and they can reveal stuff that might actually be legit. Whereas like if they're in an episode of the show, like for example, like the breakdown for episode 3 of Hawkeye doesn't really give away giant stuff in episode 4 because it's purposefully
it
hiding
hasn't
things.
come out yet.
It hasn't come out yet, right?
So how can they spoil something for episode 4 if it's not here?
Right. So like they can speculate and they can guess, but they're not not right.
I just think they give out too much
in trailers. Yeah.
A trailer should be 10 seconds of showing fucking Tom Holland shooting a Spider-Man, Octagon, Doc Ock's arm, done. Just lit it at that big fucking Spider-Man No Way Home. Leave it there. Everybody's going to be like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah,
Done.
like the teaser was basically that.
Well, right. That's what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
there's been 7 fucking trailers and everyone gives
And, like,
more away.
Ad promos and for
Yes. And
for
it's just like,
Nike
oh my
or
God.
It's
Now you
all
can
building
get-
the hype train,
Well, right.
Yeah.
But now you can buy the G Fuel Spider-Man
Flavor.
G Fuel. Yeah.
What does
That
that
sounds
taste
cool.
like?
Spider webs. All right, Nick, what the hell is Good Mythical Morning?
dude, so I used to love this YouTube show, Good Mythical Morning. It's like completely wholesome. It's these 2 dudes, Rhett and Link, just like doing random shit, usually involving food. It'll be like blind spicy chicken sandwich taste test from like 6 different fast food places. And then they rate them and try to guess which one was which. And they get it wrong all the time.
We should do that.
It's fun. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But see, Nick, like that could be your perfect IRL stream. Just
Boom.
go to Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's,
Yeah.
Five Guys.
Whichever.
and do the double stack cheeseburgers
yeah.
and try them all. And then once you're done trying them, you guess what they are, and then you try to eat them all.
Right. Try to eat 6 double cheeseburgers.
Throw up, yeah.
Especially
I bet
fast
I'd
food.
Listen.
be pretty good at that. I bet it'd be pretty fun. I bet I could guess all of them.
Yeah, me too. You're like, this is
No.
definitely Wendy's. This is definitely
Like this shit is quality. This is quality. It's Wendy's. Come on
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I don't know if
this
I
is
could-
falling apart as a meeting. This must be Five Guys.
Yes. Well, I would just be burgers and cheese. It wouldn't be like
No, you got to
can't
get
have
them.
no secret sauces. We can't
Why
no
not?
secret sauce. We can't no Big Mac sauce.
No. Yeah, it would just have to be.
Yeah,
it would just be the burger and cheese, no ketchup, no nothing. Because
that's a good point.
Because
I feel like you can tell.
Yeah, because if you bite into a McDonald's cheeseburger and that pickle's in there,
that's true.
Just like
with the pickle, yeah, 100%.
Right. Just like if you're eating a Burger King cheeseburger because the mustard.
Lettuce.
No, the mustard. No, cheeseburger.
Oh yeah.
Like their mustard tastes like nobody else's mustard.
That's true.
And then Wendy's is just
square burgers. You
heaven.
can bite the corner. You'd feel it.
I mean, it's a square. Like
it's fucking heaven.
That's true.
Give it away, you know?
Yeah.
They got the just like how you unwrap it too, like the
the crinkling. It's like a way different.
But it's
wrapper.
like a higher quality, like tin
but you would have
foil.
to. Yeah, but you would take it out of that because
Yeah,
you're going to
yeah,
hand
yeah.
it to somebody on a plate.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
The way they do it, they'll literally have blindfolds on, and someone else will like pick it up and put it in front of their mouth, and they take a bite.
No,
See,
I don't like
the
that.
problem-
I gotta feel that sucker in my hands.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
want
but
it.
that'll give it away.
They're trying to just do the taste test. And
Oh
that's
yeah,
it.
so that's a good call.
all right.
Because if
Because obviously, if you feel it, you can feel the size difference, the bun, all that stuff.
See, if that was ever the case, Nick would be eating the hamburgers, and I would have like a raw hot dog, and when he opens his mouth, I would just shove it down his throat.
Yes, I ain't letting anybody feed me while blindfolded. I don't know what the fuck's going in my mouth.
That's a good
Right.
point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
You'd have to like really trust him.
Yeah. So I mean, I've been watching that like as my mindless thing in the background. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Which is fun. Also, if we want to talk about paintball stuff, Power as an organization has got a whole lot of things moving and shaking. So we've got obviously the Division II team is rolling away with their national events. We had a big old tryout this past weekend, which was pretty awesome. We had like 30 people show up. Dan, I don't know how much you've heard about it.
I actually haven't heard much. I probably should have made it down there to come take a look.
No. It doesn't matter.
No,
what are you going to do?
No way. Yeah, December means
dude, 30
off
degrees
season.
Yeah.
No. Off season.
Yeah.
Not required. Now, if they called and said, hey, D2 team is going to meet at Five Guys for burgers and fries, that's a different story.
Right.
But off season.
Yeah,
There's
no.
no way you're running and diving in frozen ass ground.
Yeah, but
See,
also
but that's the problem.
It's not March. It's not March.
March
In
is different. You're right.
March
You're
is
right.
the season is on.
Yeah.
Like if there's ice on the ground, you're fucking sliding on it.
Yeah.
Like we'll be practicing in February for possibly the Florida tournament in the first week in March, right? Like
no, second week. It's like
second week in March, right? So we're going to be practicing at the end of February.
Yeah, it's going to
cold
be
as shit, man.
It's
and we go to
flashback
Florida in 90 degrees. Like
flashback to UConn.
Well, what sucks too is Boston Paintball closed their indoor facility.
Fuck that
yeah,
place.
I mean
I'd rather
that place
play on the
sucked anyways, but
Yeah,
the
but I
plowed-
don't give a fuck what you guys say. Going there on a Sunday morning in the dead of fucking winter and playing 5 points just to shoot your gun and just to play
be
it
warm.
Yeah, and just be warm and like just shoot a couple lanes. It was fucking awesome.
No, yeah, I enjoyed it.
But
Lang
it was
and I used to
expensive
go
as
once
shit.
a
But
year.
like,
yeah, $70 a case. Like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you're playing 3 points. Everybody buys a case and it's enough.
Yeah. I mean, you can't play like real points indoors because it just doesn't.
You can't hear.
It doesn't
anything.
work. You can't hear a damn thing.
You can't see any.
I'm actually going to disagree.
Yeah.
The Russian Legion, they fucking play indoor year round. The only time
They
they
actually
play outside,
yeah.
the only time they play outside is at national events or when they're practicing against another pro squad.
They
'Cause
do
it
have
snows
a
364 days a year in Russia, so they have to.
Yeah.
They have to play inside.
So
And
have you seen the picture of that facility though? Like they have the lighting in there is incredible.
Of course.
Oh, that's nice.
Like, it's not a dark old warehouse. Like
Yeah.
we can't see shit.
Well, doesn't Putin sponsor the team?
Well,
so
yeah,
they
it's
do
from
have
Russia.
government funding. Yes. They are
Everything is
funded.
government funded.
Yeah.
Or
So I mean, we could be just making this shit up, but that's what everybody says.
We are making this shit up.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Um,
fucking paintball. We make everything up.
what was I going to say? Oh, so yes, there's like 30 people tried out. I think the Division II squad picked up 2 people. And it's announced.
We didn't pick anyone up yet. We got them. We call backs.
You got called. You got 2. Well, okay. So basically, you said you had one that you already was on the team before, Chan.
Chan played World Cup with us. Yeah.
Right. So he was like kind of already there. So it wasn't a real tryout, but then there's 2 additional folks that got callbacks.
Yes,
that
correct.
I do not have the confirm, but I know they got called back.
Yes.
Then we also made the decision to keep Fernando on the Division 3 team, although at least Charlie and Chris and Jacob, who were there, and Nick thought like he played great. He was like honestly the best. I thought so too. Granted, I'm a little biased, but they thought he was the best back player at the tryout, if that makes sense. However, you guys don't need a back player, so
we got too many already. I mean, if he wants my job, he can have it. He could take it.
No, they're happy with you, so they're keeping him on the D3 squad, and then but he's
which
the
is
captain,
fine.
So.
You guys, and I don't even know. Like last I heard,
happening?
Charlie wanted to play nationals this year. With
Exactly,
D3,
so I'm getting
should
to
happen.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
So previously the Division 3 squad that I was player coaching for was only doing local events or OPS events, Outback Paintball Series. But we picked up 4 new players. Let me go through the group chat. I should have saved this on my phone.
Anyway,
we picked up 4 new players. Yeah, that are all want to play nationals.
Yeah. And you have if I am guessing correctly, that's a dope squad.
Yeah, we picked up 4 starters essentially.
Yeah, you guys could win a D3 national.
Well, here's the other thing too: is really at a national you need 7, 8 max.
You know,
you know what I mean? For at least D3, D2, sure you're gonna have 10 guys, but only 6 are gonna play.
No, they carry 8. 8's good.
8's the perfect number in my opinion. 10 is just a distraction. There's too many guys.
Yeah, because 3 people are not going to play at all, basically.
Yeah, and everybody wants to play, obviously.
Right.
I think at 7 and 8, to me, when we won Chicago, I think we had 8 guys. It was 8 guys exactly, and everybody had to contribute. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Do their job.
Yeah.
What's cool is we're going to have a D3 national squad and then a D3 locals squad for OPS. And now there's overlap, obviously. But for me, the big barrier to nationals was finances. So I made an arrangement with the management, and it's much more affordable now. And I contributed to, if I can afford to play and pay for paint and things like that, then I will. But I committed to, with the arrangement, I can coach every single event. So I'm going to be doing that for the at least that for the Division 3 national squad, which is exciting because I've never been to an NXL national event. I've been to 3 different NCPA nationals events, but which is not quite the same.
You've never been to an NXL or any national, really?
No, just the college events.
Yeah, I mean, some of the NXL events are super underwhelming, but World Cup at the end of the year is just different, man.
Yeah,
it's so different.
The thing that I actually saw the NXL event schedule.
Yeah,
and
I can post it in the notes if you want. I have it on my phone.
And I'm going to tell you,
it starts early.
Well, I know, but listen, I swear to God, they're fucking stupid. Oh, fuck you, Facebook. All right, I saw it.
I'll post it in the notes.
No, here it is. 22 Nationals champion. What the fuck?
Just keep talking. Make your point.
No, I don't know what the date is.
Oh, here we
go.
The first date
for the U.S. events.
Yeah, why is
you got March 11th?
Oh yeah.
13th.
No. Here it is. Dallas, Texas, April 29th through May 1st. Now Google.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so April 29th through May 1st. Google what the weather is like in Texas in fucking April.
Yeah.
Rain.
It just
How
rains.
many times do they got to fucking ruin guns? Just switch it with Sacramento, California. Instead of going to Sacramento in August, switch it with Dallas.
Yeah.
Sacramento is nice in fucking April and May.
That Dallas one never made sense to me. Even when we were playing at Texas Motor
Chicago.
Speedway.
Yeah.
In Chicago in September is fall. Fall rains.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I will say the Philly one in June, that's going to be a dope event.
Yeah, hopefully the grass will be grown in by then.
Oh my God! Do you know about the fiasco in Philly this year, Marcus?
Yes.
How it was just dirt everywhere.
It was not as bad as everybody online was making it out to be. All those people online and Facebook forums and all that bullshit. It's all people complaining that don't even go to the events.
But what I found was interesting is that they're doing the World Cup venue twice.
So it's actually not the same venue. They play. It is in the same area. It's in the same town, but it's a different venue. I believe. At least it was last season.
And and here's my other question is, what's the difference between major and open?
Oh, the majors are the opens. Well, Bly, you want to take over this one? It's complicated.
Yeah, I mean, so at least for all the divisional teams from D2 down, you can play all of these, right? All of these events, but they're only going to take, I believe, it's your top 4 scores.
Yeah,
and the pros won't play the open events.
Yeah, or the open events don't count towards the pros rankings and things.
Pros
like
and
that.
semi-pros, they won't play.
That's
in
the
those
dumbest thing ever.
So here's what it was.
Why wouldn't they just have 6 events?
So hold on, let me backtrack.
It is smart for them to have one in California and as just an open event. It's almost like a glorified local event, man. There's so many teams out there.
Yeah,
same with Texas.
That's
like
true
there's
too.
so many teams that won't go travel elsewhere that will play these events in Dallas or in Sacramento
and just give money to the
they're
NXL.
making money. They're making money
because they get to play an NXL event,
right?
And get on the webcast and all that fun stuff.
And I believe they're at a local field. They don't set up a venue. It's at a local field.
I just miss it.
Yeah.
Well, get back out there. Let's go.
I can't.
Why not?
I can't. So the problem for me is like I can't just show up and play once. I have that competitive gene.
That's everybody.
And if I can't practice every week, you know what it is. Like I know that if I played every week, and you're running across me off the break, you're done. Gone. It's over. You're not getting through it. It's over. But in order to get to that point, you have to practice every day.
Sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And honestly, I would much rather wait until my son is old enough. As soon as he turns 12, get him on the field, coach him, and never let him play woods ball ever in his life. Ever.
Oh, come on, it's fun, man.
No, it's not. And it's fun because of what you play, but what I'm saying is get him out there. As soon as he can get the little JT splat things, we're going to be running around the field and he's going to learn. I'll go to a field and buy a couple bunkers and start teaching him young.
Yeah.
You know
Have
what I mean?
Seen those jelly ball things, by the way?
Yes. Yeah.
They're legit. They're awesome.
That's fun.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Teach him now. So when he turns 13 and you put him in a 3-man, and that's when I'll play. I'll grab Nick's dad. He'll be walking with a fucking cane or a walker.
I mean, if it's open, I can play with you.
Well, it's not. A D3 is going to be a 3-man is going to be
D5.
D5. No, not even D5. If you're ranked, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You're going to have to be just rookie. And it'll just be me. Well, actually, probably be me, Matt, and Ryan.
Yeah. Or doesn't Matt's son play Parker?
No. But anyway, so all I'm trying to say is I can't. I would love to. But if there's a 5-man series, we talk about it all the time, do it like they used to do it. Just show up and walk the field and just walk the field that day, figure out your lanes and just play that one event. I would do that, but I'm afraid of the itch.
That's how all paintball players are. If you play paintball before at all, seriously, you never quit. You just take a break.
Yeah.
You take a break.
Exactly.
You're always going to come back at some point. You're going to go to a bachelor party and you're going to play. And then the next thing you know, you're kitted out and you're playing 5-man tournaments again.
And I played so many fields and so many events. And still to this day, there's no local event better than Foxball. That was the best.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fox was a lot of fun, man.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. Although I'll tell you what, and this is not just because we play there, but OPS this season D4 was pretty legit. D4 X Ball. D3 no teams.
D3 suffered because they're of the small number of D3 teams. That
right.
Up.
Well, it's really
10
hard.
To 14 D4 X Ball teams.
So when you start getting into those higher divisions, the D3 to the D2, the pool of players gets smaller.
Yeah.
But the problem too is what's happening. And I remember. So as soon as you have a D3 team, you're taking players from the D2 team. So
D4, you mean?
Right.
Yeah,
the D4 teams are moving. Okay, they finish D4 and they rank up to D3. And next thing you know, this D3 team has 4 real D3 players, but everybody else is on the D2 team, and they just go there to steamroll everybody because the talent isn't there. You know what I mean? So once you're at that level, I believe
you start to get it's a big jump, kind of.
Right. You need to play national events.
Yeah.
And what was awesome about Foxball was it was you had your minors, which was up to D3, but it really didn't use your APPA.
Right.
So everybody was kind of at that level playing field.
Yeah. It was
and you could stay in the D4 league forever if you wanted to, unless you won the league.
Right.
And then as soon as you won the minors, then you had to go
Play
Yeah, then you had
majors, and then
majors,
you
which
just get
was-
a shit show.
Guys are flying in pros from across the country. Like,
Right.
That was happening because what happened is I remember, was it New England Invasion?
Probably.
I don't know. They were taking like the 187 guys because they wanted to just play.
Yeah,
And
that
then
was
all
their
these
field.
other majors teams were like, what the fuck? And they're like, sorry, bro. And then next thing
we
you
know them, like, not our fault.
like
Yeah.
they're like, this is an open league. And all these players got built up through that system.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, Archie Montemayor and Billy Renacci is coming to Fox 4 for the open majors, and it just got ridiculous.
But speaking of that, though, that big move to X Factor to Dynasty, huh, Nick?
Who?
Archie.
Archie.
Archie?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I did not see that news. I
Oh,
saw
you didn't see the drama? Even Billy posted. Billy posted like the Kevin Durant like leaving Golden State or something like that, or
Wow.
yeah, like
Well, I
called him a
think-
traitor, basically.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know what's going on in San Antonio, right? And Archie's been there for so long. Like, maybe he just wants to
mix
go
it
to-
up or whatever.
mix it up, or
Yeah.
maybe he's getting paid a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Maybe his wife's pregnant or whatever, and he's like, fuck, I want to make a shit ton of money one season. And like,
But is
'cause he's
Dynasty
already
really
won.
providing this shit ton of money? I know X Factor has a budget for their top 3 pro guys,
Yeah.
and they make like an okay salary. I mean, it's not a full-time salary, but they make a salary from X
Yeah.
Factor.
I wonder. They
But
must,
Dynasty-
right? Like,
but
because
just-
Dynasty has.
But Dynasty is a business.
That's what I was gonna say.
So they own their own gun company. They own all their own
Sure.
gear. Like, everything that Dynasty does is a business.
Well,
Like-
I mean, they only have guns. They just switched back to JT, right? Just now.
yeah, they switched. They don't.
But
own
don't
their own soft
don't
gear, but-
sleep on Dynasty. They're probably getting 30% revenue share on every jersey sold, every pair of pants
Oh, of
sold.
course. Yeah.
Anything that
They're
has
branding.
a Dynasty. Yeah, they're branding.
100%.
And then what I do know about Dynasty is, like, if Ryan Greenspan comes to you and you pay him $5,000 to do a clinic or whatever that number is, that goes to Dynasty, the business. That doesn't go to Ryan Greenspan. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's-
because
and-
he's using his Dynasty name
Right.
to get him these. I mean, Greenspan could do clinics on his own, right? He doesn't need Dynasty to get clinics and
Right.
jobs.
But he's
like,
one of the owners of Dynasty.
right. Like, you're
That's
using
why
the
all
name
the-
Dynasty to get all these clinics done. Like, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah. And yeah. So anyway,
I always wondered
definitely-
that, by the way. How are they making, like, those guys just straight travel all over the world and do clinics? Like
that's why. They get
insane. Like, how much are they getting paid? Like, where is this money coming from? I don't know.
It's got to be.
Players.
It's got to be big money.
Well, so okay, so like let's talk about the Boston Combine. Remember those things?
yeah,
Yeah.
they still do them. I think.
Well, I don't know, but I know that Boston Paintball flies them in,
Yeah.
pays for their hotel room. I don't know if they're paying for their food, but plus they're probably getting a piece of the pot of every player that's there.
100%.
Then on top of it, they're earning, and then probably, I'm sure they're selling something,
Jerseys there, merch,
whatever, or
yeah.
you know what I mean, like.
yeah.
collecting for a raffle, something.
Well, something.
Yeah.
I don't know. And the big perk about being a pro is you get guns, if not for free, so cheap that you sell them and you make real money.
I know. I have one of Ryan Greenspan's guns, actually, like that.
Which one do you got? Was it
I have
Eclipse?
Yeah, I have my Geo 3.1 is the
2.1.
no 3.1.
No, it's a 2.1.
No, it's my fucking gun. You think I don't know what it is? It's a 3.1.
It
It's got
still
the
has a screw on the back.
yeah, and an AT pipe, not a macro line. 2.1 has a macro line.
2.1 does have a macro line.
So, Mr. Fucking,
Yeah.
I'm retired. Google a Geo 3.1 right now.
I believe 2.1's had the
It's
macro
literally
line.
my gun. The 2.1 has a macro line. You had a royal colored Geo 2.1. My 3.1, and then I upgraded it to the IV core, which the 3.5s had.
All right, you're right.
Yep.
Just
I
put
know.
one in my hands and let me shoot it. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, I like Planet Eclipse.
I'm going
guns,
to tell you right now that Geo 3. My black and gold Geo 3.5 is the best shooting gun ever.
I was sad to give that back to you.
We just tried to get custom CS2s, power CS2s, but
Yeah. Did that spill over?
no, they won't do them. We just heard back. Actually, they're not making any CS2s right now, so
Wow.
they could do Geo 4s or
Duh.
LV
what are you
or
waiting for?
LVs.
Geo. The
No.
Geo 4 is
No.
the Geo series is the greatest gun ever
Yeah,
made.
but a CS2 is
Uh,
also a Geo.
It's
It's
not.
a better
just-
Geo.
It's a
It
better
does not.
Geo.
No,
I
it's
like
not.
I. So I used to. I I don't remember what I shot before, but Yukon was always planted Eclipse guns and it was always Geos. But I should say when I was playing, it was all Geos. But so I love that line. And I had my 3.1 forever. I shot Marcus's 3.5 for a few seasons too. But after shooting a CS2 for a whole season, I definitely prefer the Gamma Core in the CS2. It's a lot softer shot, and it just feels better when you're shooting it. Personally,
I mean, I've always been an LV guy, ego guy. So
yeah,
I mean, you know me, Nick. I have my LV, but I'm thinking about selling it.
I mean, yeah, go for it. I like a CS2. That's my favorite, personally. But
if I do sell it, I'm buying a CS2. That's the only gun I would switch off of my LV from.
Yeah, I don't like an LV platform. I had an LV one, and I did
They're
not
so
like
smooth,
it.
so smooth.
I don't. It's distracting. I used to have a poppet valve gun. I had a Bob Long Vice back in the day that I loved. I shot the shit out of that thing, but I don't like now. After shooting a Geo with like that closed bolt, I have like the bolt going back and forth is distracting and it messes with me.
I like it, man.
Yeah.
It gives it that little bit of
different, longer. Your front hand is like way higher than your backhand on the gun, and because I like to shove my front hand like super high against the barrel. Yeah. So I
can't believe they still have the AT pipe on that fucking thing.
I know.
Like, can we get rid of it, please?
Yeah, they must have some crazy engineering problems.
They're fucking working on it. It's coming. It's coming.
Well, anywho, so I committed to 4 NXL events to bring it back. Which is cool.
That's really happening? I haven't talked to Charlie, Chris. Really, actually, Chris texted me today. I definitely owe Chris a bunch of money. So he's like, "Can I get paid? Can you pay me back?" And I'm just like, "I got you."
Yeah. Charlie was like, "Look you can stay in my fucking hotel room. Then you don't got to pay for hotel rooms." And then he goes, "And Chris will pay for your food." and Chris is like, "What? Okay, whatever." I'm like, "If you can do that, that's fine. I'll pay for flights."
So are you just strictly coaching now?
If I can afford the paintball part, then I will play paintball. But if I can't, then I can commit. Hey, I can get a flight over to these 4 events.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I'll tell you what. Right now, if it wasn't for Chris, I would 100% not be playing.
No, Chris does
the way I am.
Tremendous service to the whole program.
Yeah, 100%, man. Like, I owe him a lot. Like, just like the amount of paintball I've been able to play, the amount of traveling we've done, like the places we've gone, people I've met, like it's all thanks to him. You know what I mean? So
exactly,
forever grateful.
Shout out to Chris Ward and Chris Ward Electric.
Shout out Chris Ward and Charlie. We love Charlie.
And Charlie's like.
So is Charlie playing?
Charlie is playing / managing. He's playing. Yeah, he's playing on the D3 squads. Both of them.
So was it Charlie, Nico?
Nico, Fernando for the national squad. It's Charlie, Nico, Fernando. Well, hang on. Let me pull up the roster. Enrique Gonzalez.
Enrique?
Yep, Enrique's friend. Please hold. Let me not screw this up.
Who's Enrique's friend?
Enrique's friend, Tim Schenke.
Dan? Oh, I don't know who that is.
I didn't meet him until the tryout. Yusuf Cesar also.
Oh, Yusuf's back, huh?
Yes, sir. So Yusuf and I go way back with Marcus.
Yusuf's a good kid. He played one event with us 2-3 years ago. Vegas. Yes. He played Vegas with us. He played pretty good, actually. It wasn't bad. It was a bad event for us, but he played all right.
Yusuf's a great dude.
Yeah. I always but you know what? He just kind of disappeared from us. Like, he played Vegas with us, and then all of a sudden, no one heard from him.
That's odd.
And then 2 years later, we're in Philly and just waves. Like,
oh, hey, guys.
Hey.
That's strange. Yeah, he was playing with Breach, right?
Yeah.
Also, Ricky Andretta, whom you don't like, I know.
What? I love Ricky.
Oh, okay.
I fucking love Ricky. I mean, get him off my team. I don't want to. He's gone.
All right. He cannot play on the Division 2 squad anymore.
No,
but
he's never allowed. But I fucking love Ricky.
Yes, and we have Zen in the group chat as well.
Oh, fuck Zen. I'm just kidding, Zen. I'm just kidding, buddy.
I think Zen is 50-50. I think he's got to check with his parental units about the cost of going to national events. But Oh yeah, Ard's awesome.
Ard's the best.
Cool. And then the OPS squad is largely unchanged. I think we did pick up one extra person, or we have a call up, but it's not official yet from the tryout for just the OPS squad.
Dang, we got info we can't even share.
Yes.
I don't even know.
Yes. Anywho, things are awesome. So without further ado, Marcus, what's up and what have you been up to?
A lot.
I can see.
Yeah, so
I see you, as per usual, copy and pasted something and did not change the formatting. So it goes from font 11 to
who
font
fucking
25.
cares?
Bro, I saw that. It was up on my screen. I saw it happen live. And I was like, what is going on? What did I do? I was like, I didn't press it.
I don't care. This is my section. You guys don't even need to fucking read it. But anyways, this Saturday, which is 2 days from now, 7 a.m. Eastern, I am starting my first subathon, celebrating 1,000 followers on Twitch.
Yes.
Let's go.
It's gonna be awesome.
Starting at 7 a.m. For every sub, it's 4 minutes.
It's gonna be 3 hours for sure, right?
Well, so the minimum is 3 hours. That's my basic stream.
And
Anyway,
and the max is 12.
I say 12, but I'm ending at 7 at night. Like, if it's out of control, I might not stop.
That's fair.
Got to keep it going.
Yeah.
The pink shorts are ready.
So are you wearing those pink shorts?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hold them up. It's not getting recorded, so.
Well, I don't care if it is.
Show Bly.
I want to see him. How short are we talking? What is it, like a
Marcus
5-inch seam? What are we talking here?
That's probably a 7-inch seam, but
Those don't look that short.
Yeah, but on Marcus they'll be short. That's
Like
Marcus
white
is
guys hanging out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
they're looking into like, hey, there's a piece of gum stuck to my leg territory.
yes. Yeah. They're definitely short. Like when I put them on, I was like, oh fuck. Like I'm not even going to be able to adjust. So anyway, so that's coming. I'm super excited for it. I've had some people reach out and say, look, I'm going to be with you from the beginning to the end. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing. I've only done one 12-hour stream before, and that was absolutely insane. And it was absolutely draining because I went like 2 p.m. to 2 a.m.
That's rough.
Wow.
It was rough. I think those last 2 hours, like I stay up, like I'm up early and I go to bed really late, but the 2 a.m. thing was tough because my brain like shuts down at midnight.
Yeah. You might be awake
because I get up at like 6:30. I'm up. I get out of bed at like 6:45. I'm at work by 7:30. And like I come home from work at like 5:30 and I'm with my kids till they go to bed at 7:30 and then I stream at 8:30. And I'm up until midnight every night.
Yeah.
So like my mindset is always like, okay, it's midnight, going to bed. And now like streaming from 2 to 2, it was those last couple hours. I was like,
yeah,
but it was awesome. During the stream, one of my friends showed up with Starbucks. Like it was like a power pack. It had like a hard boiled egg, some like almonds, and like, it was like a Starbucks food power pack. Ate that. And he brought me a coffee. It was fantastic.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Who was it? Who stopped by?
Steve, Dad Life.
Oh yeah.
Dad Life 360. But anyway,
yes.
So that is awesome. So then this week, Destiny 2 did not delay their content release. And as you guys know, I didn't really play Destiny for the past couple weeks, but the new content dropped. Day one, we went to the Grasp of Advice. No, Arice. Avarice? What would you say? How would you say
I would
that?
say Ava Rice.
Ava Rice?
Avaris?
Avaris?
Yeah, that sounds like a mythical name.
Yeah. So,
Avaris.
anyways, it says plunder through a new 3-man player dungeon inspired by the famed Cosmodrome loot caves of yore. Earn new armor and reveal the tales of riches and regret as you follow an adventurer who traded his humanity for treasure. And when you do it, you get a new rocket launcher, which is called the Galahorn. And let me tell you, that fucking gun is dope. Got it day one. I streamed probably like 4 hours. It took us to do it, but like the dungeon starts off, it's almost like a fun house. Do you know what a fun house is?
Yeah, with the weird mirrors and stuff.
Like weird mirrors and like traps and shit.
Yeah.
Well, you like click on these buttons, these fucking spikes come through, and I must have died like 100 times. It was awesome. I fucking love Destiny. Thing about,
man,
I love it.
Love it.
You play it?
I haven't. So it's been a while since I played, but that's all I played for a long time.
Destiny 1 or 2?
2. I mean, I played through Destiny 1, but the majority of my time in Destiny, the world, was Destiny 2.
All right. I'm a late bloomer. Like I played it when it first came out for a little while.
Same.
And I thought it was the dumbest thing. Like they finally fixed the one major problem, which is unlimited ammo. And they finally fixed it, and they gave you unlimited primary ammo now.
Yeah,
I mean, it was limited before. Now it's unlimited.
Correct.
Yeah.
And
just
and
for the primary.
Right, just primary, but that's all you need.
Yep.
Just to be able to keep shooting shit. And because before, like, I got into a room in the original game, and it saves, so you're fucked. And
it saves your ammo too. So
well, yeah, and I would go into the room and I would run out of ammo. There was nothing I could do to beat it. Nothing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I just fucking shut it off and I quit. I was like, fuck this game.
I'm done.
But now they fixed it. It's really good. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I'm really looking forward to the new content. And there's more stuff. Dares of Eternity is a six-man of like public event, not kind of like six-man mission that you're going to do. I haven't done it yet. I'm super excited to do that. I'll be doing that on Saturday as well. Playing that in SWTOR. It's really good. It's really, really, really good. I'm enjoying it. Yeah.
I think the last raid I did on Destiny 2 was Garden of Salvation. So that's probably the last time I really played Destiny.
No shit.
So I've missed a bunch of stuff, but
it's so good. It's so good. And it's really beautiful. I don't know if you play on like the Xbox PC or
PC, yeah.
Okay. That game is beautiful and it looks so good.
Yeah, you're right. It's beautiful and it's very well optimized, so it runs well too.
And I honestly love MMOs, and it kind of crosses that itch, and we'll talk about it later. The first person shooter and the MMO, and it like combines them both, so I love it. But that's Destiny is the Halo game that I always wanted.
Yeah, and I think that's where Infinite is kind of. So there's times when I was playing Infinite yesterday where I was like, "Damn, am I playing Destiny?" Like, it felt very Destiny-like, and I kind of enjoyed it.
Sure. Anyways, so yes, last night's stream, I finished Shadow of Revan on my Bounty Hunter, my Kogus cosplay. It was super fun. I'm so happy it's done. Now I can actually start to do more content and
the expansions that you really want to do with that character. Anyway.
Right, start now. So have you guys ever been influenced by a podcast?
Yes, that's how this show started.
Good point.
Sure.
Man. You know what I mean? Like you hear something and people talk about shit and they're so passionate about something. You're like, fuck, I want to do that.
Yeah.
So I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast with Ted Nugent. And now, if you've ever listened to Ted Nugent talk, that dude is a badass motherfucker, right? He's invented like the most like helicopter hunting to kill the wild pigs.
Oh, yeah, that are like overrunning places.
Yeah, overrunning people, killing people, overrunning things, killing animals, killing all people's plants, like everything.
Yeah.
He invented that. And it's become like a $30 million a year business that he created, right?
Yeah, which literally helps conservation.
We tried to do that at a bachelor party, and it was like crazy money.
Yeah.
Like,
it's $30 million a trip.
Well, yeah. It was like a couple $1,000. I was like, I want to hang out the side of this helicopter with a cigar in my mouth and Fortunate Son playing. Like, how much do I have to pay to make that happen?
Right. And they're like $7,000.
$2,000 a butt. $2,000 a piece.
I was like,
minimum of 4 people.
Yeah.
But it's got to be hard to shoot an animal from a moving fucking helicopter.
Yeah, like I don't care how many bullets you have, like that's still hard to do.
It's hard to hit shit like while you're standing still. Like
exactly. I can imagine from a moving helicopter. No thanks.
Yeah, and imagine if you get just one break of a paintball inside the barrel. Those fucking balls don't ever go straight again.
Actually, I don't know if like paintball gun technology is better, but I feel like I shoot through my brakes pretty good now.
Same.
Yes, it's
like eventually it just like cleans itself.
Yeah, like no, is it perfect? No, but like it's like good enough for government work. You know what I mean? Like if you gotta shoot somebody, are you gonna shoot great off the break with broken shit that you shot through? No, but like if like midpoint, it's fine. You know?
Sure.
Well, yeah, this times guys are shoving squeegees down their barrel for 45 seconds. I'm just like, stand up and shoot, please.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, no. Fuck that. Sometimes if you get a really bad break, you might as well just walk off the field. You're better off sticking the squeegee in there and taking the 45 seconds to do that because then you can actually shoot. Like I've run up to bunker somebody and my barrel was so clogged, the ball went boop, 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 everywhere but that guy and he shot me out. And I'm like, motherfucker, never bunker a guy again.
You saw Vern. I don't know if you saw the video with Greg with his half his barrel off and he shot that guy at World Cup.
No, I did not.
You haven't seen the video that Enrique just put out?
No.
Oh,
I'm not in the same group chat as you.
I mean, it's all over social media.
I also have that muted. Dude, I've had a crazy week. But
you have
that's
Facebook
such a
and
bullshit
muted?
excuse.
I
It's
bet
not
you
a-
liked the video.
Wait. It's such a bullshit
Really?
excuse. Don't listen to him about how he's been so busy. He
Yeah.
mutes all the socials.
I do.
It's not because he's busy. It's just because he doesn't want to hear the fucking pings go off every 6 seconds.
Right.
He might
'Cause I'll
be
go
busy.
live.
I can't
but
blame him there.
Yes. Muting socials is okay.
Where did Enrique
But anyway,
post it?
while you're looking at that, December 23rd, which is what, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now?
Oh, I got it right here.
2. 1, 2. Yeah, 2 weeks from now, on December 23rd, that we are going to be doing our 4-year celebration show. We're going to be live on Twitch, and we're just going to be drinking beer and just hanging out like we are right now. There's going to be no structure to the show. We're just going to hang out with everybody and celebrate Christmas and drink beer. And
Love that.
I'm super looking forward to that.
And so Nick and I have agreed. So we usually buy each other like real Christmas presents.
Yep.
So this year we're going to buy each other $20 worth of scratch tickets each.
Mhm.
And then we're going to buy each other one gift, but it has to be a gag, stupid, funny gift.
Yep.
For cheap money.
Like with the money you win off the scratch
No,
ticket?
no.
Just like also.
Just also.
Oh, okay.
It's like $10. Because if you go to Amazon.com and type in funny gifts for men, the shit that pops up is ridiculous. All right. It's like, it's worth it just to look because some of the stuff is really good. Anyway.
Like you have a year calendar where all the photos are just dogs shitting. You have a t-shirt that says nice tits, and apparently tits are the same like as a type of bird, so it's like 17 different birds.
Oh, and there's another calendar that's 12 months of dogs humping.
Yep. The gift of nothing, and it's just empty packaging. That's actually pretty funny.
Gift that keeps on giving.
That's
Well,
herpes.
It's
Anyway, so 2 days ago, we got an update from SWOTOR.
Wait a minute. Did you talk about bow hunting? You said all that Ted Nugent stuff, and you never said that the
shit.
point of the fucking start of that.
Wow, see? Because you guys started talking paintball and it just went gone.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm buying a bow. I signed
Because
up for
Ted Nugent is a giant bow hunter.
Yes, and like he talked me into it, and like he's like, look, you can kill a deer, and that'll feed your family for a month. Like, hands down, and venison is good shit.
Yeah.
Fucking love venison.
Right, exactly. And anyway, so I'm gonna start bow hunting. I'll probably be terrible at it, but that's okay. And thanks, Ted Nuge. I've already signed up for my hunter safety course, and next week I'm gonna go to a shop and start shooting some bows to see what the fuck I like, and why not.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I want to get like a
Nuge.
fake deer in the yard so I can shoot it with an arrow and like make everybody in my town disgusted that I'm killing a deer on my property.
Oh yeah,
But it's
Marcus
a
lives
fake
in
deer.
liberal McLiberal town.
Oh yeah, I don't even know. There might even be a bylaw that I can't shoot a bow here.
Probably.
Oh yeah, but I'm still gonna do it.
Probably against your homeowners
It's just
association.
bullshit.
Homeowners Association. I don't have that.
Well, that's good.
I'm not in one of those neighborhoods. I'm not that bougie.
What else is going on?
Anyways, in SWOTOR news, we got an update on the Legacy of the Sith expansion.
And Marcus was right.
100%. Like I've been calling
You
this
even
shit.
literally said February.
Yes. I've been calling this shit for months. Nick, do you want to read that?
I sure do. So, as of what was that, Tuesday this week?
Yes.
December 7th, it says, we have made the difficult decision to delay the release of Legacy of the Sith to February 15th, 2022. Like many of you reading this, I personally cannot wait for the launch of our next expansion. I've greatly enjoyed my time exploring the depths of Manan, testing out the new story and ability combinations with combat styles, and more during internal playtests. Legacy of the Sith is something the team has been hard at work on for quite a while. But as we get ever closer to launch, it is clear that we need a bit more time. We're focusing we're focusing additional testing on the many areas that we have changed throughout the game to deliver the experience we want and one that you deserve. In addition, during our public test server, your feedback was invaluable in helping us to shape this expansion. Outside of story content to avoid spoilers, the majority of the expansion and its features will be returning to the PTS for all subscribers this week. We're thrilled to celebrate the 10th anniversary of Star Wars: The Old Republic with all of you over the next year with Legacy of the Sith and more. So thank you, Keith Koenig, project director. So basically, I read that as it's this balancing system with combat styles is completely broken, and we got to keep working on it. Which, like, we knew that, and you knew that.
I knew it. So can I just talk about a couple things? So first thing I'm going to say to any game dev out there, I don't care what game you have. If your game is not ready to release, don't fucking release it.
Yeah.
You're better off to hold it back, even though it sucks for 9 weeks, than do a Cyberpunk and
or
like everybody
2042
or Battlefield 2042.
Every
and then
other
you're
game
just
that comes out now.
Yeah.
And release a game. Well, that's because of the publisher. But what I'm saying is don't release a game that's not ready.
Right.
Ever. And look at what like there was a naked bug in Cyberpunk where like literally no matter what you put on, you were just naked running around doing your stuff. Like in that game showed full frontal of dudes and chicks.
That was funny.
Right? Like there was some crazy ass bugs. So that's my first part. If the game's not ready, don't release it. I'm not mad at you for that because it doesn't matter that much, right?
Yeah.
Here's the negativity. For 3 years, they've been talking about the 10th anniversary. 2 years ago, they released an expansion. So I'm going to give them that third year wiggle room because they were doing another expansion.
Yeah.
Right? For 2 years, they've known that Christmas of 2021, this expansion needs to come out. It just feels like they waited until November of 2021 to start working on this thing. Now, I'm not a game dev. I don't know how hard it is to make a game. I'm not here to say that. But you could have, instead of changing the wheel, or how do you say that? Reinventing the wheel.
Yeah.
You could have just kept the game the way it is and pushed forward and released the game in the expansion on time. And then later in the year, changed the moves and changed all these things that they wanted to do.
Yeah, more gradually.
And they would have stayed on time.
Yeah, like release the story content with less balancing changes.
Right,
as
exactly.
Expansion.
Like,
yeah, I don't know why the balancing changes are so tied to the 7.0. You know what I mean?
Well, it's because they wanted it to be bigger than ever.
Yeah.
But they've completely fucked up the release of this game.
Yeah.
Right? And now, so here's where it's a bad idea to release in February of 2022. So December, Final Fantasy 14, which is the most popular MMO in the world right now, released their expansion a week ago, and this Friday is the actual release.
Yep.
They were never going to take people away from that. I heard the story content alone for that game is 80 hours.
Yeah, I think it might be more even.
Well, who knows? With side quests, I don't know. That's a real expansion. Like people are going to be playing like they're not going to sleep. They're just going to play this game for 3 fucking days to try to get through the content, right? And then clearly they're giving everybody their vacation time in December because most game studios shut down in December.
Right.
Right? So now, hear me out.
You're looking at like January or...
No. This is February 22's game list.
Okay.
Life is Strange Remastered. Who cares? Dying Light 2, that is a big game on PC. Okay. All right?
Yep.
Total War Warhammer 3 comes out in February. That's a big real-time strategy game. There hasn't been an RTS game in a long time.
Yeah.
A long time.
Wow,
people
that's
are going
a Total
crazy.
War game. That's not really an RTS, right?
Yeah, it is an RTS,
right?
Yeah, it is technically an RTS, but it's a different type of.
It's yeah.
Well, when was the last RTS game that came out? Like people have been begging for a real-time strategy game that's not on your mobile phone.
Yeah,
that's not on your mobile phone that you have to pay for fucking new soldiers.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Last StarCraft expansion was however long ago that was.
Well, whatever. Yeah. So, then you have a brand new MMO called Lost Ark that's coming out. The Guild Wars 2 expansion's coming out.
By the way, can't wait to play that.
Guild Wars 2?
Guild Wars 2, yeah. I'm going to be all over it.
You really play that game?
I fucking love Guild Wars, man. Yeah. I
Dude.
actually went back and replayed Guild Wars 1 just recently.
No
Bro,
kidding.
like,
You need to get involved in
yeah, you need to get involved.
Guild.
So are the
Fuck
guild, yeah, but like, dude, they do like a mandatory fun night. Well, you'll hear about it in a few minutes, but they do one for on Monday nights for Guild Wars 2, and they just run crazy dungeons all the time.
Yeah, so like I always played solo because I had no one ever to play with.
And
right?
Not anymore.
Welcome to AIE. Holy shit. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
But anyway, so hear me out.
February 2022.
Right, February. So we've named the Guild Wars 2 expansions coming out, which people are hyped as fuck about.
Including Bly.
King of Fighters 15, which is a fighting game, but that has got like that crazy niche market.
Yeah.
Horizon Forbidden West comes out in February.
That's a game that I want to play so bad that I will probably buy a PS5 for it.
Well, we'll have one for you by February. You'll have one. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Destiny 2's Witch Queen. Like, I hate to say it, that comes out 1 week after the SWTOR expansion. When Witch Queen comes out, I will not be playing SWTOR.
Yeah.
I will be playing Witch Queen the entire time.
Yeah.
So is this the first Bungie released Destiny content since
No, they just
leaving?
released one this week. Last year they did
like full
Beyond
expansion
Light.
though, right?
Yeah, last year was Beyond Light.
Yeah, that was after they left Activision.
Yes, but they released a shit ton of content after that. So I'm not even done yet. There's a bunch of other games.
Wait, that racing game is humongous. That's the super realistic sim racing game that Joy plays.
RESDO Corsa Competitive Zono.
Yes, it's an Italian made game, but that's like the big racing sim if you're into racing sims.
All right,
that's a huge fucking deal.
Right, but are those players
playing SWTOR? Probably not.
Maybe, but what I'm just trying to say, February is an insane month.
Oh, Elden Ring comes out.
Elden Ring comes out, which is like, what's that game called? Dark Souls. It's a Dark Souls open world game. And like people were talking about, like, because they got like beta access. The game is huge. Like it's like a Assassin's Creed Odyssey map size.
That's humongous, yeah.
And it's all like that Dark Souls style where you're just free roaming and you're just gonna find an enemy and you're gonna get your dick stomped because you weren't supposed to be there. You know what I mean?
So, and February is a rough month for releases.
A release of release of an expansion that's been delayed 9 weeks. I'm being honest. You're going to have a tough time.
Yeah, that's rough.
And then the last thing I want to mention about games releasing, Rockstar's releasing their PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X Grand Theft Auto 5 in March. Can we just say enough of Grand Theft Auto 5?
Dude,
I'm
it's their
so
cash
done
cow.
with it, man.
Like where's the new game? The game's been out for 7 or 8 years.
The memes are funny though, with like games I played, in 2014, Grand Theft Auto 5. Game I'm playing in 2042, Grand Theft Auto 5. Like,
yeah.
And they've made it a live service game because they have the Grand Theft Auto Online, which is basically an MMO. But it's time. Like they released that. What the fuck is it? The original trilogy. Like San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto 3, and Grand Theft Auto
Vice City?
Vice City. Yeah, the trilogy. And it was terrible.
I heard it was ass.
It's completely, they say you're better off playing the original versions with the terrible graphics.
Which is wild.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I saw them, like,
right? And like people are like, why are you putting this game out when you should just be doing Grand Theft Auto 6?
Like the entire community just wants Grand Theft Auto 6.
Right. And honestly, all they have to do is put a splash screen of a black screen and show like one building, like tower, and put Grand Theft Auto 6, and people are going to shut up. They're not going to say another word because they know it's coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. So again, I'm going to just say this as kindly as possible. I respect that you're delaying the expansion for a game if it's not ready, but also too, reinventing the wheel in the 11th hour is probably not the right thing to do when this is your biggest expansion year of like ever. It's 10 years. You're celebrating 10 years and they're reprocessing content for us for the event. Like They're giving us like the Thanksgiving event. Like, hey, we're going to do this again. Like, it's not what we want.
Yeah.
And again, but here's my final thought. So they're releasing this content on February 15th, right?
Yep.
They're going to wait 2 months to release the raid, which that's what? March, April now. So now you're in month 4 of 2022. So for 4 months, like it's already 2 or 3 months behind their content cycle for the year. So the content cycle by the end of the year is going to be where they were like, this is going to be the biggest release year of ever. We're just going to constantly be doing content. I don't see how they do it.
Yeah.
Because their team is clearly small and it's okay. But I don't
just the promise versus what the execution is.
Exactly.
Really
they should have just said, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
They promised too much. They overpromised and underdelivered.
Right.
But again, my final thought is if it's not ready, don't release it.
Right.
In AIE news,
if you play Star Wars: Old Republic, Tuesdays are the place to be in AIE, where the fun is mandatory, but attendance is not. Tuesdays are our mandatory fun night. So it runs every single Tuesday night. It's usually some fun group content like
anything,
world bosses, some
operations,
fun
flashpoints. Fun stuff.
It's Tuesday. It runs every single Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And if you play Guild Wars 2 Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, they get together and they do fun stuff every Monday night.
Yes.
Dan Bly.
Well, we might have to update. We might run the update after this.
Also, if you play Star Wars: Old Republic, the first Friday of every month is Master Mode Flashpoint night. So that's the most difficult variety of Flashpoint. Flashpoints are
a 4-person
group content.
Yep.
Figure 45 minutes to an hour.
And certain flashpoints will allow you to earn mounts in the game. So it's really a fun time.
Yeah, you get some cool rewards. So my favorite event that AIE does is the fourth Saturday of every month. Now, Marcus, I know you know what it sounds like, but do you know what 4 Saturdays sounds like, Dan?
No.
So that's a lot of Saturdays.
Yeah.
So this is Saturday, and it's Mega, the monthly Epic Guild activity, where we'll sell you the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. It's Mega.
It does not get old.
So what are we doing for Mega?
So this month's Mega will be holiday themed. It's right around. We'll probably do it in between New Year's and Christmas. It's going to be really fun. It'll be super mellow because everybody does super fun things with their fam.
And if all this sounds fun to you, go to aie-guild.org. Get our Discord information in the top right-hand corner of the website and ask for a guild invite, whether or not you play Star Wars: The Old Republic or any of the other games that we play, including Guild Wars 2. We would love to have you, Dan Bly.
I've never played Star Wars, The Old Republic. Never.
If you like Star Wars, it's rather fun.
I fucking do like Star Wars. I don't know why I haven't played yet.
It's free to play, buddy.
Is it? I'm going to have to link up with you guys later because I always looked at it and went, I don't know what the fuck's going on with this game.
Well,
I'm not doing it.
So
that's me too.
Did you ever play World of Warcraft?
Yes.
Okay. It's a World of Warcraft clone. So if it doesn't have some of the dumb mechanics that World of Warcraft but I love it. I like Star Wars. Like for me, It's about Star Wars. So, yeah. Anyways, Nick, you doing the pee-pee dance?
Yes. Well, let's take a break and we'll be right back.
Jeez, Nick, hurry up. We're trying to finish this podcast.
And we're back. So today we were going to talk about first-person shooters, and then we found something way more interesting.
Shout out to Randy Deluxe for sending me a fucking text message with the trailer with the eyes like, dude, get on this.
So
he said it's the next Star Wars game, looks intriguing, and by the sounds of the article, it has a lot of potential.
Yes.
Here we go. Let's go.
So it's called Star Wars Eclipse. During the break, we obviously saw the trailer. Go look it up right now. Watch it's just a cinematic trailer about the game. But what is really interesting, it's the first thing set in the High Republic, which Marcus and I have been super hyped about ever since all the comic and books have gotten released, and we've been consuming that content as fast as possible. So, Bly, to catch you up to speed, the High Republic is 500 years? No, 200 years.
300 years
prior to the first like the prequels, essentially.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have a lot of the same world. You're gonna see like it's supposed to be the Republic at its peak before shit starts to hit the fan with like the Trade Federation and all that fun stuff. So,
all right. So
we just watched the trailer. When you get like a Yoda in his prime as well in this time frame.
That looked like a Yoda from one of the prequel movies. Like it looked like I was watching a prequel movies. Right? Yeah.
Holy cow! From award-winning independent studio Quantic Dream. So Quantic Dream made Heavy Rain and the Detroit Become Human game.
Oh my god.
Okay.
No. Who made that? Was that Quantic Dream?
Yes, I just said that.
Oh, okay.
Dude, like their games are beautiful, and the way this, oh my god. So the way they're saying it, Studio Quantic Dream and Lucasfilm Games comes Star Wars Eclipse, a new action adventure, multiple character branching narrative game set in the High Republic era of iconic Star Wars galaxy. Now in early development. Listen, A, it's going to be beautiful, and B, if it plays like Heavy Rain or Detroit Become Human, like that means you're definitely going to be playing as multiple people.
Right.
And it's going to be more of a narrative game than it is a action game.
Yeah, but
like there's going to be action sections. Like if you're using a controller, it's going to be like you have to swoop the stick down and up in order to do this motion. Or tap X if somebody's trying to slash you with a lightsaber.
Right.
Whoa. There it is, boys.
Well, that's exciting. Well, so right off the bat, like I see a lot of cool stuff. Choices have consequences. I'm reading the website. Every decision you make can have dramatic repercussions on your journey. The way of life in the Outer Rim is being threatened, and you must define your path. Check out our gallery for more iconic screenshots from the cinematic teaser trailer. I will do that for sure.
Well, it also says composed an original Star Wars story with all new characters and environments. You have the power to make choices with consequences thanks to many outcomes in this deeply branching narrative. It's going to play like Detroit Become Human.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
Whoa.
Did you play Detroit Become Human, Bly?
I did not. No, it always was one of those games that kind of like intrigued me, but I didn't know if I would like.
I played we went to the first year Marcus and I went to PAX. That was together. That was the big showcase game. And so we played like the beta there at PAX.
Yeah.
Which was cool. Or like the demo. But it's really that studio always makes like Detroit was absolutely beautiful back then on the PS4.
Did you play it?
PS4? Me?
Yeah.
I played it like later.
The whole Detroit Become Human?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I didn't play it right when it launched, but I played it like after the fact.
All right. I was gonna say because you should play that on stream.
Yeah. Now I think, oh my god, we'll see. That's a good game to play on stream because it's not that long.
Oh, I don't know.
Like I wouldn't finish it in one stream, but I could do that in like under 2 months. You know?
Yeah. Wow. Oh my god. Grab digital goodies from Star Wars Eclipse. Download the fan kit. Oh my god. So all right. So immediately until I started reading it, I thought they showed like starfighters. And like, okay, is this the next MMO? Right. That's immediately my thoughts because it showed like military troops. It showed Jedi. It showed some weird
people with funky lightsabers. Like there's a yellow lightsaber and a blue lightsaber and a green lightsaber in this.
And it's definitely not the Dren gear.
No, it's not the Dren gear. It's not. I don't know. There's these people that are like banging drums and resurrecting somebody at the end of the trailer. And I don't know who it is. And it's a different species than I'm used to seeing. Also, all of the tech, like the tech in this, looks familiar, but not familiar. And it definitely shows Naboo. It shows Coruscant. And I think it's probably 3 or 4 more other planets. It shows like a protocol droid. It looks
like Tatooine.
Yep, it could be Tatooine for sure.
Well, I feel like all Star Wars games are going to go
to familiar places.
Like here's Tatooine.
Yeah. I wonder if this ties in with like the Trade Federation, like separatists, and like maybe the roots of that conflict, because it shows a lot of the that species that like the Viceroy people were.
Yeah, they zoom in right on his face.
Right.
Wow.
And they show a lot of those like battle stations.
Right. Right. And they show that ship type with all the droids later.
Yeah.
That like circular or like
with
almost
the ball
circular.
in the middle, yeah.
that ship type, and then the most of the starfighters didn't look explicitly familiar. Those are all mostly new looking designs to me anyway. But what I want to know is like there's like new looking species. So there's like the tribal guys banging the drums that resurrect somebody. I don't know what that species is. There's a green species of people that are like soldiers with like the black and red. Are you looking at the media section, Bly, of the website?
I'm literally just rewatching the trailer and kind of pausing it as I go.
Yeah, well, that works too. But that's actually, it has captions too on the photos. A soldier leads an army. So there's like armies, but I don't recognize like the insignia on them. I don't recognize their armor style, and the species looks new too. And they look like they're all the same species with like super chiseled faces, and they're all green. They're like the only all green species I know of is like Twi'leks, but these guys don't have the tendrils. So it's like a mercenary species, maybe. This looks really interesting. I love any new Star Wars content, and I obviously,
For sure.
if you listen to the podcast, you know I super duper love the High Republic stuff. We've been listening to like the books as they come out on audio book, but I'm fascinated. This is awesome. I want to know who those people are that resurrect somebody.
I mean, it might not be a resurrection either. I mean, like, what are they?
Could be healing somebody.
It's just like
Right.
some sort of ritual
yeah, that's true.
baptism. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah, right.
Or that could be the next Sith Lord.
Right.
That's the
Or
big
like,
baddie.
yeah.
Because don't forget, in the High Republic books, as far as I've gotten,
Yeah.
I have not, because I don't think there's been another one since.
Sends in the dark. What was it?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look.
The one we tried to record with Kitty and it got screwed up.
Right. Into the
Is it Into the Dark?
yes.
Into the Storm? So, the storm,
Oh yeah. So
Storm is Rising, something like that.
well, either way,
The
Rising
second-
Storm.
Rising Storm, the second novel. Yeah, the big bad in that are the Nihil with the Drengir. So like the Nihil are like almost like Vikings essentially. Bly, like space Viking. That's really not doing him justice. It's cool. You should listen to it. And the Drengir are like sentient plants that you can't kill. Like if there's any piece of them left, they still survive and like come after you. They're like plant creatures that have like poison too. They're nasty.
You're really painting a picture.
Well, either way, what I'm saying is,
So anyway, clearly not the things shown in the trailer is my point. Okay. But
I just
some
had to
crazy.
Google Drengir, okay?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
go
you
ahead.
should.
Oh, yeah,
So-
little plant monster looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what I'm saying here is that this could be like in as far as we've gotten in the books, I have not seen we have not seen a Sith Lord
Right.
yet, so maybe
In the
this
High
is
Republic.
yeah. And we know they're around.
Yeah. Well, in theory, anyway.
Well, no, they're definitely around.
Bane's. Wait, what's his name? Pre-Palpatine. Darth Plagueis is around in this time frame.
Well, I don't know if during this time he is, because this could be 299 years away from that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like you don't know where this is. But what's really interesting,
you make a good point though. Somebody was the master of Darth Plagueis, so like that line from Bane way back when is still around. There's at least two Sith somewhere. You know?
right. And for me, I'm just like, okay, when's this story take place? And is this going to be like, I'm guessing the way, because they're pushing the narrative, I'm guessing this is going to play like a Heavy Rain or like the
Detroit
Become Human.
Yeah. Which is great. I like that. They're beautiful games. They are really cool story. They make for some cool like replayability to try to find the different pathways. But like I'm just cool because it's a lot of story Star Wars content, you know?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, when I first started watching this trailer, I thought it was a movie trailer.
Me too. It's
Yeah.
absolutely beautiful. This is one of the
Yeah.
best looking, like even for cinematics for a game, this is crazy looking. Like how good it looks. The CGI for like the ships flying around and like the shots of like the cityscapes, if you will, is beautiful.
Yeah, until it said Lucasfilm Games, I was like, wait a minute.
I thought it was
a movie?
I thought it was a movie or something
Yeah.
too. I don't see what's crazy is like a lot of these things look familiar, but not familiar at the same time. So it's a
I
lot
think that's
of like
the goal, is because it's, how all like the technology of the time
right.
still influences, as it grows. Some of it stays the same, but changes. You know what I mean?
Right. It's very interesting.
I'm actually blown away. I'm sorry. I'm distracted, like looking for details on this shit.
Yeah.
But
if you go to the gallery, Marcus, are you on it?
Yeah.
The gallery section. So click media and then the photos. Each photo has a caption. So like the photo with the yellow lightsaber and the blue lightsaber wielding folks in the snow. The caption says 2 Jedi prepare to face an oncoming threat. So it like clarifies who they are. Granted, in the High Republic, there's Jedi absolutely everywhere. So it makes sense that anybody wielding a lightsaber is going to be a real Jedi.
Well, and in the background, it looks like, remember in those almost look like Knights of Ren.
Yeah, kind of. They're like mishmash looking armored folks in snow gear.
But like, again, these pictures could be, the narrative section where now you have to tap X a million times or Y or whatever whatever system you're playing with, or T in space on a computer, whatever it is.
Right.
Wow, this is fucking crazy.
Bly, if you want to look at the website, I just put the link in the show notes right under the "and we're back."
I already did.
Okay.
But either way, I know we were going to talk about first-person shooters, and we can still touch on them, but like this was...
Finding it on the break was like, oh my God, let's talk about it right now.
Randy sent this, and then the one with the soldiers just says a soldier leads an army.
Right.
I wonder if all of the faces that we see, those are going to be the playable characters.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, like a mysterious
Because,
stranger
like-
sitting in the corner. Like
Right.
Right.
Like the Trade
Mon
Federation
Calamari.
guy. Yeah, this guy that was banging on the drum, the soldier, the droid, the Cad Bane looking guy, probably the Yoda guy, the Mon Cal.
Where's the Yoda guy?
Yoda?
Oh,
In the
literally
Jedi
Yoda.
Temple. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only one Yoda
Well,
No,
right.
it literally says Yoda stands in an empty Jedi Council room.
looking out the window.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there's the Mon Cal. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like these could be the playable characters.
That would be cool.
Wow. That's crazy.
I really want to know who the heck is like coming out of the dark goop there at the end.
It's a Sith Lord.
Well,
They have to introduce some kind of evil
right.
that's not Martian Rowe.
It would be cool to see Martian Rowe in this, though.
You might see it
Martian Rowe's the leader of the Nihil. Those
set in the High Republic.
set in the High Republic.
Wow.
Oh, hey, real quick, I just noticed if you go to the photo, it's like largely water, and it's the starships with the purple afterburners.
Yeah.
So the logo on the building is the same logo as on the chest plates of the armor of the army guys. So maybe that's like
you're
their
right.
home base.
It is, yeah. It is, but who the fuck are these dudes?
Exactly. I've never seen that species ever. And they're maybe it's like a mercenary army.
Well,
So are these dudes, the army dudes, are they the same guys in the drummers?
No,
Or just without gear on?
I don't think so. Because these guys have noses and the drummers don't have noses.
Let me take a look. Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right.
But they do have similarly alien looking features.
wow.
This is. We don't have a whole lot to go on here, but
Well, no, but like,
it's worth addressing though for sure.
yeah.
It's just cool.
Well, I
These
think
dudes. Do you guys follow 40K at all, Warhammer?
no.
Not a whole lot.
No. Okay. Well, the
They look like
drummers
Warhammer?
look like one of the races from 40K, the Tau. Like exactly. It's actually pretty uncanny.
Let me see. How do you spell it? TAO?
TAU.
Warhammer. Tau Warhammer. Ooh. I'm dropping shit. Okay. Let's see. Images. This is not very riveting content, I realize.
Yeah, that's- Yeah, but it's actually not. I'm just like this new Star Wars game. I guess for me, my immediate mindset of the game, this trailer was like new MMO.
Yeah.
That's what I
Well,
thought
because
too.
that's what you want.
Well,
I was
yeah,
hoping for, oh my God, new first-person action RPG.
Well, no, you're getting that in Jedi Fallen Order 2.
Oh, right.
So like that's being covered.
Yeah.
Ooh, I actually, as soon as I saw this, I thought Ubisoft. I
Yeah.
immediately thought the Ubisoft game that is going to be
Oh, because we know about that, right?
right. That it's going to be a live action game.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I just can't believe how great this game looks.
Well,
I know it's all cinematic. and
Cinematic
stuff.
trailer. A lot of
Yeah,
cinematic
yeah,
trailers look good and can fool you. I'm tired of being fooled by these cinematic trailers, but yeah, it's Star Wars, so it's like
Yeah.
kind of gets you, you know.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, do you want to transition to some shooty things, Marcus?
Yeah, whatever.
Are you ready for this?
He's
Marcus,
like, no,
I don't
motherfucker.
care.
I don't give a fuck.
My podcast needs are fulfilled. I'm done for the day.
Oh, well, I'm always good to talk about stuff. I just am like, this is just huge news, and I'm posting it in the Discord right
okay,
now.
good.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
this is a big fucking to do.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so we talked a whole lot about Halo already. Everybody enjoys it. We talked a lot about we touched on Valorant, but I think folks are like familiar with Valorant more or less. Been out for quite a while. Do you like the new Call of Duty?
I do and I don't. I want to like it.
Yeah.
I want to like it. I love World War II era themed any games, like anything. But I've only played a few hours because I just don't think it's that good.
Yeah.
I played the beta, I think, with all of you from the paintball team.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Yes, I agree.
I felt like I was playing, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, not Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 1. Like it just didn't feel
by the
right.
way, great game. Great game.
Right, but it didn't
for 2005.
Yeah, but it didn't feel like a Call of Duty game to me.
Yeah.
I felt like the maps weren't fleshed out. I feel like the guns didn't look right. Now they probably
feel right. Like the game, I'll say like the multiplayer is the maps. I don't like any of the maps. Just about. I don't like the campaign was also clunky, but like you're not really buying it for the campaign. But it's like them phoning it in is so blatantly evident. Versus like you got to always compare it to the previous two, right? Modern Warfare's campaign is great for a Call of Duty game.
And that game was actually solid. Like
it was very solid.
Like the mechanics of it was really solid.
Yes, that's not my favorite style of mechanics. I definitely prefer the Black Ops style, and I know you don't.
Which I hate. Yeah, yes. I can't stand the Black Ops engine. I would prefer to play on the Modern Warfare engine.
And I'm the complete opposite. Black Ops 2 is the best Call of Duty game ever made.
See, I'm a old school Call of Duty guy. So Call of Duty 2 is in my opinion the best game that they've ever made.
Oh, yeah, but World War II one. Yes.
Yeah, but see, but Call of Duty, to me, okay, so that might be the best game, but Call of Duty isn't about the campaign anymore. It's about the multiplayer.
No,
it hasn't been
Call of
Duty
Duty 2
multiplayer in years. Well, Call of Duty 2 multiplayer, I played that. I mean, I was
when you guys call Call of Duty 2, what is that?
Literally,
it's like the second Call of Duty 2 Call of Duty.
Didn't have it had multiplayer?
Yeah, they revamped it for the Xbox 360 and it was
PC,
Modern Warfare was the first one.
See, Modern Warfare killed Call of Duty for me.
Hold on.
No, I was playing full league tournaments, everything in Call of Duty 2.
Yes.
On the PlayStation 2?
No, on PC.
Oh.
It was released on PC first.
Yeah.
And then they ended up porting it over to...
Oh, no, hold on. I got to find the whole list of Call of Duty games. Or Marcus, you can while we're chatting. But...
Well, no, I'm looking. I remember this game.
Yeah.
There was a World War II one, and I think it was the same studio that went and made World at War after.
Yes, it is.
The last game that didn't have streaks.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hated streaks. I still to this day I think it's fucking stupid.
Modern Warfare changed the landscape for all first person shooters.
Yeah.
All of it. And
I would say so.
You know what I mean?
Fairly revolutionary.
Right, correct. And throw it like remember Martyrdom, where you would die and you would leave a grenade on the ground, and if you weren't smart enough to do it, like
fucking blow people up.
Exactly. Like Modern Warfare
have last chance too.
Yes. Yeah.
You'd die but not die. You have a pistol.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it revolutionized first person shooters.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Call of Duty 2 wasn't good or anything. I mean, like Modern Warfare 2 is still people still say is the best, but for me, like Call of Duty, like having the two studios, I think in the long term hurt them because it almost like splits your population.
Yeah. Well, 3 studios now, which is the point.
It's so stupid. I feel like Call of Duty needs to make a live service game because their games still look like they're from 2012.
I guess Warzone is kind of
their live service version.
Yeah, I mean it's spanning over 3 games now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they just finally, so 3 games, 3 years, and they just came out with a new map. They've needed a new map for 3 years,
I agree.
And
with
they
that.
just released a new one. You know what I mean?
What they really needed was a goddamn anti-cheat.
Right.
Okay,
And that's a whole nother topic. But
no, let's get into that. You can't stop cheating anymore. There's so many
but you
bots.
can slow it down.
No, you can't, because you can install a silent bot on your computer that will make you better, as long as it's not blatant that you're sniping somebody through a fucking building a mile away from somebody because you saw their head move through a window. Right. Nobody's going to catch you. Or just give your mouse aim assist. No anti-cheat is going to be able to track that. You know what I mean? You can buy those mods for the controllers now that make you basically not miss. Now, it's not a guaranteed headshot, but it'll make it so that you don't miss, and systems can't, those anti-cheats can't stop them. That's why, I've been reading a lot about the first-person shooters of the future. They're the only way first-person shooters are going to be able to be like viable again is if they somehow make it where you're holding the gun and you're shooting it yourself. You know what I mean? And that can't get hacked.
Yeah.
Because the technology is growing faster than any anti-cheat can stop.
Sure. I just think it could be so much better. I mean, a free-to-play game, right? It's gonna be full of cheaters. They get banned, they make a new account, they run a VPNs and they just do it again, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The thing is that's where I don't agree with Call of Duty and their free-to-play model. It should be a leveling system so that if somebody cheats and they get banned, they lose it all.
Right.
But that goes against
hardware ban them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, permaban.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the only way to permaban is if you hardware ban them, right? You have to literally ban their hardware.
You can't, because like you said about a VPN, right?
Right.
You can,
exactly.
you can ban their IP address, but using a VPN doesn't matter.
But what I'm saying is if you're the best of the best in the game and you have the golden guns and every gun and you've put hundreds of hours into Warzone and you're cheating and you get banned.
Yeah.
Do you really want to start over again?
Well, that's the thing with Warzone is you don't really. Well, you need your loadout.
If you're cheating at that point, they don't give a shit. Like those guys don't give a shit.
You can just grab
about
guns off
stuff.
the map, and you're cheating anyway, so you don't need the best.
And then they're gonna get banned, and then they're just gonna cheat again. Like I don't know. I just think they need to. And people hate this. I don't know why, but like an intrusive anti-cheat. Like I have no problem with Riot's Vanguard anti-cheat system. Yeah, it's running on my computer. I don't give a fuck. Like I know it's stopping a lot of cheaters in Valorant. Valorant doesn't have a huge cheating problem.
Right.
I know some people that I did not think were cheaters, and they got kicked out of Valorant tournaments because of anti-cheat.
Yep, I've seen it happen.
Because they were running a program that is not like, it's not even a video game program, but the anti-cheat didn't like it, and they got disqualified from the tournament.
Yeah,
like it wasn't like it's nothing to do with video games, but the system was like, nope, we don't know what this is. Fuck you.
Right,
you're banned from this tournament.
Yeah,
but
$20,000 winner tournament.
I mean, I'm sure they shit like that. I'd rather have that happen than have 20,000 other hackers that are just doing it because they found a free hack on the internet and they don't give a fuck if their account gets banned because they have a new one.
Right.
Is Valorant free?
Valorant is free to play. Yes. I think that's the future of a lot of these games is going to be a lot of free to play stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it is now.
Halo, free to play, right? Yeah, like it's all starting to go free to play. Fortnite, free to play. Valorant, free to play. Even Counter-Strike, I believe, is free to play right now.
I think you have to buy the base game.
If you want to play like without cheaters, basically, you have to pay for it. But
I think you have to pay for. Don't you pay for matchmaking or something?
Yeah. So
you could play for free matchmaking, but you can't. You could guarantee basically you're not going to have, not guarantee, but you could lower your odds of playing with cheaters by paying for the game, and it only puts you in the paid lobbies.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? I think to circle back a little bit, if you don't mind, to Call of Duty, I realized I didn't like Call of Duty World War II. I played the beta; it was horrible.
Fucking love that game.
See, I never played the live game, and that might be part of the problem. But I played I have Vanguard, and I played the beta, thought that was horrible, and I've played the multiplayer a good chunk, and I really don't like it. I don't mind the I don't like the shorter time to kill from between this and Cold War. Cold War is a longer time to kill, which I think is a little more fun in my opinion, because like a lot of times in Cold War, I would maybe start getting shot, but if the person's not very good and doesn't like stay right on me, I could often turn and at least have a chance at killing him. In Vanguard, that's absolutely not on the table. You know what I mean? So in Modern Warfare is kind of like that too, and that might be why I like that Treyarch style better or Cold War better, because that lower time to kill and like a little bit faster movement. That's more my style versus Vanguard, and Vanguard is a little bit more almost between Modern Warfare and Cold War, but like doesn't find a good home. It feels like not polished to me, you know, like the core mechanic does, and the guns don't feel very balanced. Like the snipers in that game have like some of the longest aim down sight times ever. It's like 0.6 like 600 milliseconds or something, and like the average time to kill is between 200 and 300. So people could potentially kill you 3 times before you even aim down your sight with a sniper.
Yeah.
Which is that's crazy to me.
It's just there's too many. It's time to do the every 2-year release. I've been saying this for a long time.
Like cut one of the
Slow it
studios.
down.
Well, they
man.
should, but
Slow it down.
Activision.
Well, we don't need to cut a studio. Just take
Give them
your
more
fucking
time.
And I think Marcus said it earlier. Like, don't release the game, man. It's not ready. Don't release the game.
Especially if you have live services like Warzone, like, or if you're still providing battle pass updates.
Because Warzone could carry you until your next game comes out. You know what I mean?
Like for me, I'm sure Bly, you played a little bit of Cold War, did not like it, and went back to Warzone or played Modern Warfare or something like that, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Like for me, I played Vanguard, and when my computer's fixed, like if I want to play Call of Duty, I'm gonna go back to Cold War. That's what I like. So people like their style of Call of Duty. They'll play it into the second year.
I don't mind. I think that's okay.
Yeah.
As you know, both games can have healthy communities, player bases, because they do play different. Right. And I think that's cool.
Me too.
That's an okay thing to have.
Totally support it. Maybe like maybe that's their game plan is like, yeah, these communities are gonna just keep playing the game that they like, and we'll just keep pumping them out.
Release another one. So if they release one every 2 years, that means you're stuck with Modern Warfare for
now you're going 4 years potentially between your favorite flavor,
right? Versus
2 years, 3 years,
yeah.
Which would kind of
I think what I really like about when Modern Warfare came out, obviously it was one of the first games that had crossplay, like big developer games that had crossplay, which I thought was so cool, man. Because I play on PC, right? So I have all my PC buddies who play, but like now all my friends who are playing on Xbox and PlayStation, like we could all play together.
Exactly.
And I love that, and I love that it's a thing now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember jumping right into that, being like, this is perfect. Then it was funny to see like the workarounds for talking to each other though. Like I remember playing with, I think, who was I playing with that I was on PC, and I had to put like like my earbuds from my phone that I was running Discord on underneath my actual headphones for the game that was plugged into my PS4 because so I could talk on Discord.
Well, that's it. Like Xbox and PC have it easy. Like on your PC, you have Xbox Game Bar, so you could just go sign on Xbox Live Party Chat and join in with them.
Right. That was easy enough.
PlayStation doesn't have it. You know what I mean? So yeah, there is a communications barrier, which I think actually Discord is going to eventually end up kind of filling the void between all three kind of systems.
I hope so.
Where like you can log on to Discord with your PlayStation, with your Xbox, with your PC.
Oh, it's got to come.
It's coming.
Because right now,
it's 100% coming.
Right. So when was it? Have you used like an in-game chat system lately? It sounds like you're talking to somebody on a 1969 telephone.
Yeah, it's trash.
Or a walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
A friend of mine plays Destiny 2 on a console, and we have to use the in-game chat. It's awful.
Yeah.
Like awful. And I'm just, I can't do it. Like, I'm like, no fucking way. Like,
especially when half of us are streaming, we have nice mics, you know?
Well, so fuck the mics. It's just a background sound. And then if somebody goes into your Crucible lobby, hey, my mom said you couldn't do this. Like, it's so nice, like having like controlled chaos.
Yeah.
Where back in the Modern Warfare 2 days, like
Oh my god.
you couldn't even mute people, so you were stuck
everybody
listening,
shouting at everyone. Yeah,
right? Like, stop eating the dog's ass. You're like, what the fuck just happened? And like that trash talk was real back then.
Yes.
Like, but again, I just think Call of Duty for me has run its course.
yep.
I
I
don't
agree.
believe, like, I don't want to play domination for 4 hours a night anymore. That's not my gaming, right?
Yeah.
And it's the same thing that it was back in the day, and that's the nostalgia of it. But at the same time, it's like, if they did like a little, I'm going to say MMO style, like Destiny, where like, even if it was just PvP, like the multiplayer, at least like there's things to do. I don't know. I just feel like in Call of Duty, like it's the same perks. It's the same gun upgrades.
It's the same game, man.
It's the same game
It's the
over
same
and
game.
over and over. And like, I'm not doing the ranked leagues in it. So I've just lost, it's lost its.
Yeah, it lost its.
Yeah, I mean the problem is people are buying them. So
Well, of course,
Right.
well,
nothing is changing until
So-
they stop buying them. People stop
shout
buying
out to
them.
Dad Life. He buys it every year because he's been playing it since Modern Warfare 2 with the same 4 guys.
Yeah. Yep.
So when it comes out, they all buy the new one and they play it for a year. And when the next one comes out, they buy it and they play it for a year.
Which is
You know what I
fine.
mean?
It's okay to like the game. You
Of
know what I
course
mean?
it is.
It's absolutely fine to like the game.
I just wish they would do more. But what really drives me crazy, because I'm a graphical whore, is like the graphics are terrible. Like terrible. Sure, the cutscenes look great,
Yeah.
but the game still looks like it did back in Modern Warfare 2
So
or Black Ops 1.
The Call of Duty World War II that Nick said he didn't like, the campaign, that's the last campaign I actually like really enjoyed. That thing was fucking visually epic. It was awesome.
Oh yeah.
Like, that campaign was sick.
Are you talking about World at War?
No, World
No,
War
no,
II.
World
I've
War
never
II.
played that one.
Yeah, the campaign in that game is 100% worth playing. It's beautiful. It's like the story is really good.
I actually really meant to play that campaign, just to buy the game to play the campaign.
Like visually, it's like perfect. Yeah.
I actually really like a Call of Duty campaign. I thought, when I've heard that about World War II's campaign, that was cool. I thought Modern Warfare's campaign was really well done, and I thought that was also like I thought Modern Warfare was a stunning game, and like I was really happy with those graphics.
Yep.
I think Cold War was a different art style, but
It's a Treyarch game.
but also objectively not as polished of a graphics.
It's the
You
art
know?
style.
Yeah,
Infinity Ward's Call of Duties were always the prettiest.
yeah, for sure.
Sure.
But
Sure.
if you take out like all of like, and you just look at the game, Call of Duty games are very gray and brown. They're not vibrant at all.
Well, I think Cold War is pretty vibrant, but like, it didn't start that way, and I think they adjusted stuff later.
Or it
'Cause I remember
feels forced. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, like a lot of like the Nuketown 84 or whatever maps
Yeah, but-
are like
God,
on
man,
purpose
I
all
can't,
pastels.
Nuketown might be the most overrated map in gaming history. I can't stand it that I have to play it every time I buy a fucking Call of Duty. That I got to play
Well-
Nuketown 24/7 because that's all anyone wants to fucking play, or Shipment. Like,
Well,
I'm done
you
with
know
it,
why?
man.
You know why?
Shit.
Because that's how you level up fast.
Right.
Yeah.
They
No,
just people
yeah.
don't want to do anything but, because if they can't just
Kill,
run
kill,
and
kill,
gun
kill,
and
kill,
pray
kill.
and spray,
Yeah.
Yep.
they don't care, because nobody wants to go to the desert map where they're getting sniped from a mile away. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
this isn't fun. They want action packed. That's the thing about Call of Duty, is as soon as you're dead, you're tapping A to spawn again. It's like instant.
You
It's
hit
that
it
arcade-
a million times.
Yeah, those dopamine hits are crazy because you die and you're like, fuck it, who cares? You play a Battlefield game and it's like you die and you got to wait 10 seconds to respawn. You're like,
Yeah.
10
why is
seconds
this
is a fucking eternity.
like, you're like,
Yeah.
why is this taking so long to fucking spawn?
Yeah.
No, I don't want a squad spawn. Fuck, I'm all the way across the map and there's no vehicles here for me to take.
Yeah.
And you end up running across the map for a mile and a half. And then you get there and you get sniped by some guy watching this fucking idiot run across the map.
Right.
So, like, for action wise, Call of Duty is the best shooter, period. Because as soon as you die, you can respawn.
Sure.
I'm talking about regular multiplayer.
Yeah.
It's
Battle
mindless.
Yeah, Battle Royale for me is not, I don't care. Like, that's not my style of game.
Yeah, I getcha.
I mean, I really enjoyed Warzone a lot when it came out and for a while, but it's just the whole genre is so stale to me now.
Yeah.
Well, it's because they're not doing anything new.
Right.
They're just playing the same old game that they've been playing since 2006 or 7, whenever Modern Warfare came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing's really changed. Where other games, like, look at Apex Legends. That game is a battle royale, but they have characters who have their own special moves that benefit you. But other than that, it's the same game all the time.
Valorant's totally different too.
Right.
Like Apex Legends, though, like by far the best movement system. The movement in that game is so smooth, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
It's insane. Apex is a great game too. I haven't played Apex in a while, but we used to grind. We grind that up to Predator, the highest rank. When it came out. Like, that game is pretty good.
Apex I like. The only thing I don't like about Apex is the clips on the guns are purposely too small.
Yes, correct.
So, like, you have to reload or switch guns in order to kill somebody if they haven't been damaged.
Or you have the upgraded mag. So it's like
right, exactly.
RNG.
Yes. And like, for me, that was a big selling point. Like, I don't like a mag to be too small, but the game's amazing. Yeah. I mean, there's so many first person shooters, but then when you look at, like, okay, I'm curious on like Halo. So Halo releases their campaign for free.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, multiplayer for free. And because
they changed their campaign style.
Well, right. But like, I was going to buy it, but then they released the multiplayer and I'm like, I don't know if I want to spend $60 for a Halo campaign. Because that's all you're paying for.
Correct.
Yeah,
yes,
but
that's all you're paying for. I mean, I bought it. Again, I'm a fucking huge Halo nerd. So, like,
sure.
Yeah.
I've read all the books, blah, 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 all the shit, right? And so I'm buying that. But you're right, man. Half the people, like, I feel like that's a wasted opportunity. I don't know. I mean, apparently the free-to-play model is just making too much money.
Yeah.
Well, of course it does.
Must be.
Well, look at Fortnite is from not me. I fucking think that game is dumb as shit.
That game is trash.
Yes, trash. But where they won is that they gave you the game for free, but then they made fucking outfits, and you can pay $1 for this outfit, and every kid goes, "Mom, can I have $1 on your credit card?" Sure. Why? I need a skin. What's a skin? It's an outfit for my character. Parents are like, "Oh, that's great." But then when they realize that they go to use their credit card, minimum $10 purchase.
Yes.
So they have to put $10 in the bank. And now if millions of kids do that, they're fucking making billions of dollars in 5 years.
Right.
And all the licensing that Fortnite does. I mean, you have like all of the Marvel characters in the game, even Halo. Like, you could play as Master Chief skinned,
Kratos from God of War.
Yeah, like they have all of these licensed things where they are just making a ton of fucking money on it.
And here's the other thing: you think they're paying for that license, or do you think those companies are like, "Hey, we want to make millions. Put my character in there." Like,
that's a good question.
Right? You can now. Spider-Man is in Fortnite, and you can web swing in Fortnite. Right? Oh, just convenient that. Hey, guess what? Spider-Man is coming out in theaters next week.
Right. Well,
and then how about this? How about they dropped? Okay, they didn't do a trailer. They dropped that the fucking Emperor was back for Star Wars in Fortnite.
Right. That's bizarre.
Is that how that worked?
Yes.
Did that happen?
The Emperor's like radio message that's alluded to in the opening crawl is only released in Fortnite.
That's it.
On over a couple days. Like when you load into a
people
Fortnite.
Figured that shit out before.
Yeah.
No, it was a marketing thing. Like, hey, go play Fortnite this weekend, and when you load into your game, you'll hear the Emperor's message. And it's weird. And that's if you look it up, that's the only place where they ever put it.
And
we are all the Sith.
The fact that they in between their seasons just straight up shut the game down, where you log in and it's just like a black screen.
Well, I think that's fucking awesome.
I think it's awesome, man. It's genius. It's like we're on crack. We need to play more.
Right. It also makes it exclusive.
At the shakes, I gotta play.
Right. Fortnite's back. Let's go.
Oh my! Imagine I'm having withdrawals because I log in and I'm just seeing a black screen. I can't play.
But I don't. but I don't understand the game. Like, I understand
Me
it's
neither.
hard, but like the whole like Minecraft meets first person shooter meets battle royale is not for me.
Yeah.
The
I
building,
like my royale with cheese.
yeah. The building in it. I mean, I didn't play much Fortnite, but
Yeah,
like
me
you see
neither.
all the clips of like it's funny clips like a guy shoots one bullet in a guy's area, and literally 5 seconds later the guy built a skyscraper.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, what's going on here, guys? Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Right.
It just
bizarre.
adds another level of complexity to a game.
Yeah.
You know, where, you know, like, but here's the thing too, going back to Call of Duty, like Call of Duty, as soon as they started giving you jetpacks, I was like, I'm done. That's
Same.
what killed it for me.
Same.
Like, that's
But a
not
lot
Call
of
of
people
Duty.
like that.
Well, and nobody I fucking know wanted to be running
Same.
on walls in Call of Duty.
Same.
Yeah, no.
A lot of the pro Call of Duty players like those games, though.
That's weird.
Again,
Maybe
it's
because it
they
gives you
were-
more options.
because they were paid
Yeah.
to play the game.
Oh, that's true
Those
too.
those players on Call of Duty teams, they're paid to play. Of course, we love running on walls. Fuck, I fucking hate running on
the
walls.
CDL right now is in a terrible spot. Everybody fucking hates Call of Duty right now. Like, even all the Call of Duty pros don't like Call of Duty right now.
Well, it's because it's no good content.
Yeah.
The Warzone, which everybody loves, they waited 3 years to release a new map. Like, honestly, all they need to do is do a new Warzone map every year and have 2 games. But honestly, like the new Warzone maps, one year it's Infinity Ward, next year it's Treyarch's.
Well, I think
Yeah.
And it should be every other year you get a new map and it's to that game.
Yeah.
And for me, like when I played Cold War, that had one play style. Then you go into play Warzone and it's a complete different play style.
because it's still the Modern Warfare Infinity War
Correct.
engine.
And I'm
Correct,
nasty
correct.
on the Treyarch games, terrible with the Infinity War games.
Yeah.
But I'm sure
too.
somehow, some way, Infinity Ward worked it out where they're the only ones that can release a
Warzone engine.
Warzone engine map.
Well, I mean, Sledgehammer made the new Warzone map, right? The one for World War II.
I don't
Well,
know.
wait a minute.
who-
Let me back up a little bit.
So,
There was a new Warzone map that came out for
yeah, they
with
did
Cold War. It was
the
the smaller one though.
yeah.
It was a
yeah,
way
yeah, yeah.
smaller. And
It was a different
style.
game mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different game mode. It's not the
Yeah.
real deal.
But I will say, I
Correct.
think that has to do with like they only have so much time and they only have so much resources. So like, I will say the campaign for Cold War, although I didn't like it as much as like Modern Warfare, I like they tried. Like I've played the Vanguard campaign, it feels like they didn't try, but you can tell they put time into it. It's creative, it's interesting. The missions are decently varied, you know, and you can tell that they tried, and it's like a solid campaign. The multiplayer, although not your style, they tried. You know what I mean? The maps are pretty good. I'm content with that. The balancing seems good after, you know, a few months after launch. It's better, which like that happens with every game. And then like the zombies in Cold War, also good, I think. There's some unique maps, some unique flavors to modes. You've got that whole outbreak section that I thought was really compelling.
right.
So like they tried. That was like thought out and executed pretty decently.
Execute.
So like I don't mind that their Warzone map was less. Like you got to pull resources from somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
no, I get
do
it.
I want all that? Yes, I think you should. I
Yeah.
think the best thing would be to have a new map with every single game, a full size Warzone map. But like, I get it. Where like they were saying, no, we want to make the rest of the game good, and I see it in Vanguard now. Like, I think the campaign is not very good. I think the multiplayer is not very good, and the zombies is definitely not as good.
I'm going to be honest.
So like, I think they were putting a lot of resources into this Warzone map. You know what I mean?
Honestly,
Well, as they should. It's where the money is.
Right.
Exactly.
Which I get it.
Honestly,
But you can see how that like balancing of resources occurs.
Call of Duty, hey, Activision, stop spending money on campaigns. Nobody gives a fuck about the campaigns anymore.
Yeah.
Drop Warzone maps and multiplayer.
Yeah, but then they
It's
did
not
that with
worth
one of
the
the
money.
Black Ops games, and everybody freaked out. Like, you're never
Well, it's
gonna.
because-
That's the
well,
problem. The people
yeah,
who
but
love
look
them
at-
are silent, and then when they don't release a campaign,
They
all
freak
those
out.
people freak out.
And they don't play it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which one didn't have a campaign? 4?
it was
Yes.
Black Ops 4, I believe, but
Yeah.
that had Blackout. The first, it was basically the test run for Warzone, right? Blackout was the BR.
Yes.
That
Yep.
was the test run for Warzone.
Oh yeah, it did not have a campaign. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in a new battle royale mode called Blackout. It was the test
which
for-
was actually fun to play.
right.
But you could tell it was a beta test for Warzone.
Yeah, but
Right.
perfect. But that's it. Practice makes perfect.
Yeah,
I
agree.
just think all the first-person shooters that are dedicated first-person shooter games, it's lost its
luster for you.
yes. I need some kind of progression system.
I get you.
Well, there hasn't been any innovation in the genre in so long. Like,
Well,
I mean, I guess BRs is an innovation on a FPS, but
yeah,
like
but
traditional
Battlefield
first-person
innovates
shooters.
every time.
Well,
Battlefield is the Nintendo of
not this time.
first-person shooters. Bullshit.
2042 is terrible.
They bit off more than they could chew, but the like the levolution that they do in those games is amazing.
And for
No-
2042,
Yes,
it doesn't work the way it was supposed to.
it's because
Nothing
it
happens
wasn't ready.
Yeah,
But what I'm
they
saying
needed
is
like another year and change probably.
right. But trust me when I tell you, it's going to be great in the end. But
Yeah.
the games, Battlefield is by far the prettiest of all of the first-person shooters, and they always play great. Minus 2042.
Yeah, that's the exception.
It's
For
just
sure.
because it wasn't ready. Again, I guess the story of this episode is
2042 or 2142.
exactly. Huh.
2042 was no 20. There's a Battlefield 2042 is a game.
Oh, I
It's a
meant
sci-fi
21
Battlefield. Yeah. It was actually fun as hell. Like back in the day, it was like right around
Yeah.
Battlefield 2,
Yeah.
2042, and then now 2142 just came out.
No,
I haven't played much.
2042 is the same name as the one that just came out.
Sorry,
right now.
2142 is the old one.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, my fault.
No, I get what you're saying though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Dan, for coming on the show.
Well, thanks for having me, guys. Anytime I'll come back anytime you want me.
Hey, wait! Before you go, you have to answer an important two good questions. First,
I'm here.
first of all, what's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Ice cream flavor? It's either cookie dough,
We
or
get a lot
just
of cookie dough.
or just a classic vanilla guy.
Yes.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
You're a Marcus man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a
just
classic, vanilla.
vanilla. But if I'm feeling spicy, we're going with a little cookie dough. Maybe some like Oreo, some like McFlurry bullshit going
Getting
on.
some texture going in there.
Yeah, just a little bit. But I don't like
Vanilla.
the crunchy. I don't like crunchy in my ice cream. Sorry.
I get it. It's fair enough.
All right. And the last question is who is your favorite Star Wars character?
Ooh, that's a good one. Let's see if you guys actually know who this person is.
I don't think he knows who he's talking to.
I mean, hold on. I just had it. I want to know the code name for it. Where'd it go? Ah, fuck, I lost it. But it's a clone trooper, Commander Bly, actually.
Oh, gee, I wonder why you like him.
No. Besides that is kind of cool. Actually, I was thinking about getting a tattoo of his helmet, either on my leg somewhere.
That would be cool.
I think that's kind of cool. I don't know. Do either of you know though why he's called that? Like what was the
I do
reason?
not.
I've been trying to find online everywhere. I can't find. I've been on Reddit, like depths of Reddit.
I don't know,
Like,
but
why is he called Bly?
I could probably figure that out for you.
All right, fine. You're on a mission. Find that out. But in seriousness, though, I loved Mace Windu was my favorite. And then as a kid, man, when I saw in theaters with Yoda when he first fought Dooku, right, with the lightsaber, he started freaking out.
Yeah.
I was a little kid in the theater. I stood up, threw my hands up, fired up. Yeah, I love that.
That's such a good memory.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, thanks for coming on the show. And where can people find you if you'd like to be found?
Find me on the Instagram, DBly13. Snapchat as well, DBly13. I don't
Awesome.
use Twitter.
He is the second most eligible bachelor, ladies and gentlemen. Second only.
Who's the first?
Well, to Jacob. I gave him that.
Oh my God! I'm never coming back. I said I can never talk to you again.
I'm a man of my word. Once I say something, I can't redact it. But anywho's, that was an awesome show. Thank you so much. And
Thanks, guys.
See you in the next episode.
What are you guys talking about in here?
Find out next episode of Working Class Nerds.